Superstardom hasn't hit Kyle yet, but it's hanging right over his head, waiting to swoop down on the engaging 24-year-old from Yakima. Up to a year ago, his was the typical story. A theater degree from UW, a summer playing Romeo at the Oregon Shakespearean Festival, a part in Tartuffe at the Empty Space in Seattle. Who could have guessed he'd be snatched from that stage and offered the hottest role in Hollywood?
I got a call from the casting agent. Said about Paul, we're looking for a Paul in Dune, and I went, Paul in Dune? Jeez. I mean, it's happened to be one of my favorite books, right? And so it was, as if someone had walked up to you and said, "Oh, you just won the lottery, you have $1 million now." It's like, it goes out for a while. It takes about another 2 years before it actually settles into place.
Even now, Kyle looks back at landing the part with genuine disbelief.
Kyle MacLachlan played the part in Twin Peaks, the now cult-sized TV series.
Let's talk to the star, Kyle MacLachlan.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's Kyle MacLachlan.
This is the very first time on The Tonight Show. Please welcome Kyle MacLachlan.
Kyle MacLachlan.
Mr. Kyle MacLachlan.
Kyle MacLachlanさんどうぞ。甘いスイートな顔ですね。
I shaved this morning.
ちゃんとひげ剃りました、今日は。
日本の伝統的な歓迎の仕方を教えてあげよう。ぜひ覚えて帰ってくれたまえ。いらっしゃい。This is a traditional way to welcome friends in Japan. Please remember, いらっしゃい。
I have to say the word? And shy.
Oh, yes, sir. ちょいですけどね。いらっしゃい。
And shy.
私は帰るですという意味の大阪弁を教えてあげよう。わいは帰るやで。この大阪弁をね。I will teach you the meaning of I am Kyle in Osaka dialect. わいは帰るやで。わいは帰るやで。
わいは帰れで。
昔はそうです。
怒るですかし。
怒るですかし。
Kyle reprising his role as the off-center investigator with a weakness for coffee and cherry pie.
Kyle and director David Lynch at one of David's favorite diners. It's called the Hollywood Canteen. Both he and Kyle felt at home right away because there was lots of Twin Peaks food favorites, black coffee and cherry pie. Is the crust good, by the way?
It looks like a good crust.
It does look like a good crust. Actually, this is good pie. It's much like your movie. There's so much sugar and coffee and pie in your movie.
Well, probably everywhere, but for sure in the Northwest, the reason I know is I grew up there, coffee is extremely important, and pie is extremely important, and people have pie and coffee.
Are you both ready to take a lot of heat for this film? Do you know you guys are going to take some real interesting interview questions?
We live in an oven.
Yeah.
That's how much heat we're going to take.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's always the way it is. The world is you want everyone to love, what you do, but it never happens, and it never is going to.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
When I saw this movie, the person I saw it with said to me, I don't get this movie, I don't get it at all. So I posed the question to you. Do you get it?
Well, I have a point of view about it, or my opinion about what I think it is. Actually, watching this movie gave me a better understanding of the series and of the initial episode.
Told a friend I was coming to interview you today, and she said, David Lynch, he's such a strange bird. I've heard that he doesn't have a refrigerator in his house. In fact, I don't even think he has a kitchen. Now, that's odd, if it's true, is it?
I have a refrigerator.
Okay, I want to be sure of it.
I've seen it. I can vouch for that.
And you have food in your house and you have a kitchen?
I have, yes, I do. I don't cook in the house. And that's because of the odor and a film develops on the walls.
Should I pursue this, Kyle? I don't know, Kyle. There's something that I should... I feel like...
to me. That's absolutely.
The relationship that you two seem to have is so terrific. You know those kind of relationships where you don't have to finish sentences?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Of course.
And they get it?
Mm-hmm.
Do you now have that?
Yes,
I think we had that from the
Yes, we
do.
See, he's rusty. I hadn't seen him for a while.
It's been a while.
Kyle MacLachlan. Now, the actor who plays Special Agent Dale Cooper is the subject of this interviewee.
Character.
Well, I've described him as a combination of people. You know, he's a bit like Sherlock Holmes, a little bit like Cary Grant. But he is he's his own beast. I mean, the great thing about him is he seems to solve or come up with facts and clues in a very bizarre way.
Diane.
Diane? David and I had talked about the possibility of doing a film about Twin Peaks in which we went into a little bit more of, I don't know, I guess the mysticism of Twin Peaks, maybe the eroticism of Twin Peaks, what really had happened to Laura Palmer, and on television in the United States, it was a bit restricted as to what could be gone into. So with a feature film, it could become much more, I don't know if graphic is the word, but a little bit more, a darker exploration of the town. And I think that was something that I know that interested David and myself very much, and that is exactly what happened in the film. You'll find it to be much grittier, I think, than the TV series.
Is it not very dark, like very light?
Start. Looks like the true colors of the killer are finally coming clear.
Cut. こっち向いててからこっちは見てるからあった方がいいね。じゃあさっきと同じアクションにしたいです。本番。
I was this kid working in Seattle and doing a play at the Empty Space Theater, and Seattle was one of the stops on this. They were doing a kind of a casting, you know, one of those. They wanted a classic sort of search for a new actor, a new face. I guess there weren't enough new faces in Hollywood at that time. So anyways, they came to Seattle. This one woman came to Seattle. I met her, read for her. She was impressed enough to recommend me to David. So a week later, I got a call with a free ticket to fly to L.A. So my understudy went on for the play, and I went down to meet David Lynch and Rafaela de Laurentiis at the Universal Studios. And I knew David from, I didn't know David, I knew Eraserhead, you know, that was it. And I didn't know what to expect. And at that time they were talking about his car, and I can't remember what it was. It was like a Packard, but it wasn't a Packard. It was some kind of a special car that he had. It was kind of eccentric. And he walked in, and I said, "Wow, he's this young guy, you know?" And He had his uniform on, which was his khaki pants, white shirt, and a black blazer, and sort of, spiky, kind of blonde hair, and a very gentle face. And he sat down, and we started talking, and I didn't really know what I didn't really know what to expect. This is not like you don't do that in a theater. You don't sit in a chair and talk to a director about something. And then Rafaela came in, and she looked very severe. She had her hair up, and she had a pencil stuck in her hair, and I thought she was much older than she actually was, which I think is she tried to cultivate that, because she was just a youngster taking on this big project. And we talked about things, because he's from Boise, Spokane, he's from Boise, Idaho, and Spokane, Washington. I'm from Yakima, Washington. So we talked a little bit about Washington. We talked a little bit about wine. And we just talked. I mean, I was like, well, this is kind of weird, I said, I'm here, and we talked a little bit about Dune, but not really, mostly just sort of chatting about this and that, and where we grew up, and what we liked, and at the end of it, he said, okay, and I said, okay, and he said, well, here's a script. I said, yeah, and he said, why don't you take it back with you? Got 5 scenes that I want you to do, and you come back down in about 5 days, and we'll screen test. And I was like, okay. It's like screen test. Okay. So I took the script, and I got in the car, and I drove over to meet Dino, who was over at Beverly Hills Hotel in one of the bungalows. And he came to the door, and he's quite small, and he was like very gruff. It was like he was in the middle of eating pasta. He still had a napkin on, and his little pieces of pasta on his face. I was like, I'm so sorry. I came in, we sat down, didn't say much. Sat down. I was there. He was there. We sat down in this big sort of living room, and he said, "How old you are?" And I said, 23. He said, Okay. Got up. That was the meeting. It was about 45 seconds. Got up, got in the car, drove to the airport, and flew back to Seattle. That was my whole introduction to the whole thing. It was like a giant loop. Airport, Universal Studios, Beverly Hills Hotel, airport. And 5 days later, I was back down again to screen test. It was that strange.
The really interesting thing about you is that you are this sort of successful American Hollywood star. You've had your share of paparazzi stuff, but actually you managed to keep quite a low profile.
Yeah, I've been very lucky. It's a nice thing to be able to, walk around, and there's occasionally a person that will sort of recognize and sort of come up and say how much they appreciated or enjoyed a movie or a character. But by and large, it's a fairly easy way to sort of maneuver through the world, and I really like that. I really appreciate that.
Kyle?
I'm really well. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Yeah?
You're keeping busy, I understand.
Very busy.
You got this movie coming out, and you're appearing on a television show with Sex and the City. Is that right?
Sex and the City, yeah. I think they're going to put me on sometime in July. I've got 7 or 8 shows that I'm doing. So.
What's your, is this something you're looking forward to?
Yeah, very much. Although, it is a little nerve-wracking because when I watch the show, most of the men they have on there, ultimately they have to appear in some stage of undress, So, I've been a little worried about that.
You're worried about that? Yeah. Are you ashamed and horrified by your body?
Well, not really. Not really. I mean, I've done it in the past.
That's okay. I mean, you can say if there's...
Is it all right to say that?
Yeah, right.
All right.
Are you worried about... Are you someone who's comfortable in a naked state?
Well, I mean, I've done a number of things where I have been, in a naked state.
And in front of cameras.
In front of cameras and everyone. Blue
no
Velvet,
way I would ever do that. I know.
Really?
You've been naked. I'm not naked in the privacy of my own home, ever.
Really?
You have chosen to be naked. You've done this before.
Well, I've had nakedness thrust upon me, Conan. Basically, I haven't. That was sort of a Shakespeare rep. Never mind. All right.
I understood.
Proceeding.
Yeah, right.
Your Honor, I had nakedness thrust upon me. It's not my fault. Kobe's under the basket.
Hello?
Hey, Sarah Jessica, how you doing? It's Max.
Hey, Max.
Listen, we are so psyched to have you hosting the MTV Movie Award. You have no idea.
Oh, thanks.
So listen, I wondered if you have any last-minute requests.
Well, that's so sweet, but you know me. I'm just a girl with a job. I really don't need anything.
Are you sure? Because whatever you need.
Well, I mean, if you're going to put a gun to my head, I wouldn't mind a bottle of water for my dressing room. Oh, Oh, and can I also get a negative ion generator? And I saw the most precious antique Chinese dictionary in this used bookshop. And a Chanel crocodile handbag and one of those little Swiss Army knives, but with the toothpick and not with the scissors. Oh, and those charming little corn on the cob holders that look like little corn cobs. And I guess that's about it. Oh, except I would love, love, love $200,000 in unmarked bills in a brown paper bag taped to the back of the toilet. I mean, if it's not too much of a hassle.
The MTV Movie Awards.
A limo? Well, don't be silly. I can drive myself.
The first place you're stopping this evening?
Yes.
The first? Not
The
really our
third.
first.
But it could be the first.
It's the
It
third.
could be the first. It
Well, you
depends
lose
on-
track a little bit
it depends
after a
on
while.
what time. Oh, well, yes. Okay.
Yeah.
The third, maybe.
Yeah, the third.
But if it would be the first, if. Yeah. If the moon were in the second quarter. Crazy.
What is your fondest memory of this evening so far, of the 10 parties?
Of the 10 parties that we've been to, or the 12 parties that we've been to? Wow. There was a canapé that was fantastic in party number 6. I wish I could remember.
I saw Molly Sims at party number 1.
Oh, yeah?
That was a highlight.
That's your fondest memory?
Yeah, that's pretty
not
fond.
so bad so
No.
far.
Of course, my wife won't agree with that, but
No.
I saw her. I mean, I didn't,
That's just a memory.
Yeah.
At this point.
What brings you to Elton's party this evening?
Oh, he puts on a good show here, raises money for a good cause. It's part of the whole community of being out and supporting the Hollywood fundraiser community. So we're here. We're happy.
What does this foundation and this event mean to you?
It's something. It's a good thing to support. He has been behind this for many, many years, and I know I've been out. I know Jason's been out to support it as well. It's he does a good thing. Come here and raise our fists a little bit.
Is this your first year coming to this party?
No, I've been here for a few years, actually. Not at this particular location, but, way back in the day, actually. Back in the 40s when it first started, yeah.
A long time ago.
A long time ago.
No, it's my first time. I'm looking forward to, because he's actually going to sing, right? He's going to sing and play the piano, so I'm going to look forward to that. Has he? Oh boy.
We'll get it in. All right.
Got to get onto this.
Take
Thanks.
care.
Nice meeting you. Bye-bye.
All right, so tell me what brings you out tonight.
My wife. She's very persuasive. We're here for a really fun event, for the karaoke event. And we're going to sing. I'm going to sing tonight with. I brought out a couple friends of mine as well, Jamie Denton and Doug Savant from Desperate Housewives. Were brave enough to come out when I called. It's a great cause. We're going to raise some money to get some kids in school in Malawi, and so good cause.
Absolutely. And what is your go-to karaoke song?
Go-to karaoke song? Well, I would say Smoke on the Water, but that's not what we're singing tonight. We're going to do Sweet Home Alabama, and the only reason we're doing that is because I think it'll be a crowd pleaser, and hopefully they'll sing loud enough to drown us out.
And are you nervous at all about the performance?
Not too bad. I think there's strength in numbers, safety in numbers, perhaps. So with Jamie and Doug, I think we'll be okay.
Now, your wife told me that Sweet Home Alabama was playing all day.
Yeah, you're right. I was trying to get my register up as high as I could.
Kale. Your full name is Kyle MacLachlan, but I call you Kale. And I remember why I call you Kale. Dino De Laurentiis could never pronounce Kyle's name. He called him Kale.
Yep.
And so I started calling him Kyle Kale, and that's the way it's been for years and years and years.
True.
Kyle MacLachlan here, and I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Every day, once a day, give yourself a present. Could be a new shirt, a catnap in your office chair, or this. The chance to join me in LA for a damn fine cup of coffee. To support a great cause, I'm teaming up with Omaze to invite you and a guest to have coffee with me at David Lynch's Festival of Disruption. Have it with cream, sugar, or black as midnight on a moonless night. It'll be a chance for us to converse about anything and everything. Sex and the City, Portlandia, Dune as told through emojis. Basically a chance for you to see that I'm actually nothing like Agent Dale Cooper in real life. Excuse me. Siri, it's 8 a.m. September 6th, recording my Omaze video. Remind me to investigate ways I'm actually nothing like Agent Dale Cooper in real life. You'll also get VIP passes to the entire weekend of music, art, films, talks, and you'll even meet David Lynch at the official kickoff party. Click the link or go to omaze.com/Kyle to enter. It's reasonably priced, $10 or more, and every entry supports the David Lynch Foundation. Of course, I have no idea where this will lead us, but I have a definite feeling it will be a place both wonderful and strange. So enter now, and let's find out.
It seems like everyone who's ever worked with David Lynch has their own impression of him. Do you do a Lynch?
Yeah, of course. Oh, of course. Kale, hey, now. That's better.
That's it. It stops there.
It stops there. I want to work with him again. You see, that's the whole thing.
So you can't go too far.
Can't go too far. No.
I know that you voiced the Man of Steel, Superman, in a Justice League animated project.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen this, but there's a push currently on Twitter for you to play the live-action Superman.
Oh, okay, I could be Superman's dad, maybe.
Well, or you could be Superman. I don't know. How do you feel about this?
See, there you go. Well, that's nice of Twitter. Thank you very, very much. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to start going to the gym now.
Well, I mean, Superman. I guess technically he's eternally 29, but
Truly.
he did just turn 80 this year.
Oh, he did. That's much closer to me in age. Yeah, much more accessible for me to do that. You know, it's the running and the jumping. You don't fly quite as high.
Yep.
You're not quite as fast as a speeding bullet. You know, leaping tall buildings, you can maybe get over like a sprinkler or something. You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
That'd be my game. That'd be good. I see I have your attention. We face a threat big enough to wipe us off the earth, and still we bicker about a mask or a uniform. My best friend is lying upstairs right now. She would have given her life for this country, and I could hardly look her in the eye. America was founded on the notion that a person should be free to follow his or her destiny. But we can't do that if we're living in fear of our own government. We need to reclaim this country for free men and women everywhere.
What about your government friends? That's a fair question. Superman's right. The persecution and paranoia have to stop. From here on, we work together as free Americans.
Je pense que vous êtes très heureux aussi, Monsieur Kyle MacLachlan. Charlotte Bloom qui va modérer cette masterclass, qui est journaliste chez OCS et qui va rester avec vous. Voilà Charlotte. Enjoy, comme on dit aux États-Unis.
You sit here, yeah.
Okay. Wow, thank you. That was great. Thank you, Sophie. Sophie is like a force of nature, right? She's unbelievable. Thank you so much. Yeah, this is all because of you. Thank you. And thank you to your wonderful team. Start with Justine and everybody that works on the festival, making me feel so comfortable here. Should we give them a round of applause? They're amazing. They're amazing. Thank you. Thank you. They've taken really good care of me these past couple of days. All right, my darling.
Okay,
so now I'm
let's
going to interview
go.
you. Tell me a
Please.
little bit of... Yes.
Okay, so first question, the trickiest one, and then we're done.
Very good.
It's about all the directors you've worked with, from David Lynch, of course, to Paul Verhoeven, with my French accent, to Oliver Stone, to Eli Roth, to Alfonso Cuarón. They are very different from each other, but maybe you find something they have in common in your relationship with them.
Yes. Yes, I've been really lucky to work with some extraordinary directors. See, that you get old enough and you stay around long enough, and this is what happens if you get lucky. I would say that some of the common threads among these wonderful directors, they have a shared passion for the process, like a joy of the process of creation. So my first two films were with David Lynch, and I witnessed that in him, and almost all of the directors that I've worked with since then, certainly the ones that are known, share that. They also have an extraordinary ability to convey their vision and their ideas and their desires to the actors. Their specificity, they're very intent on what they have to what they're trying to say, and they're able to impart that knowledge to the actors to help them on that journey. So certainly those two things or three things, depending on how you parse it. Yeah.
Peut-être qu'on va se mettre un petit slide avec des affiches de films pour qu'on regarde un peu à quoi ressemblait sa filmographie. Yes, so yeah, it's a patchwork of some of your movies, but there are so many more.
Wow. I was going to say your French is very good.
Thank you so much.
Very good. Oh yeah, so some you might... I forgot about that one.
Smell of Success?
Smell of Success, yeah I don't know that. I think that came out. I just worked again with Ethan and the same director, Michael Almereyda, on Tesla. So we're doing a movie about Nikola Tesla, and Ethan plays Tesla, and I play Thomas Edison. So, that's not so bad.
So you've done 41 movies.
I know, I can't believe when you told me that today.
Yeah, I counted.
That.
19 TV series.
That's crazy. How does that happen?
Hey, you're good.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm good or I'm just available. Maybe that's it.
Well,
maybe that's the secret, right? Just make yourself available.
Well, that's everything you've done. It's been more than 35 years since you started in Dune, and still you say you might be scared starting with a new role. You might fear of not being good enough or something, which is crazy. How comes?
It's one of those things where, it's a new environment. Every film, every television program, you have a family that you create, and you start off on this journey together, and you get very close very quickly, because you have to work together with everybody, and you're going to be dealing with, emotions, and, everyone has a different state of mind when they come to work in the morning, and so we're all creative people, right? So it's you never know kind of what you're gonna come up against, but you're trying to marshal all of this into into one focus. You're trying to create this film or this television program, and I always hope I'm always going to do my best and bring my best efforts, but there's this funny thing that creeps in there is like, oh, geez, I wonder if I'm going to remember my lines. I wonder if I'm going to remember
how to act in front of a camera for some reason. And then, of course, after the first take, you're fine. You know, you're like, oh, yeah, I remember everything. Like riding a bicycle. But, yeah, I have this initial sort of little trepidation, nerves, you know, the first day. But we get over that pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you know you're good.
Well, I don't know if I'm good. I'm the best they got at the time. So there you go.
Let's watch some photographs.
Okay, photographs.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Parce que Kyle, il a une grande carrière à la télévision. Il n'a pas attendu que ce soit la mode pour être un acteur de cinéma qui fait des séries. Donc, bon, je vais les citer dans 3 secondes dans la version anglaise de la question, mais la question qu'on se pose quand même, c'est pour un acteur, est-ce qu'on appréhende différemment un rôle en série qu'un rôle au cinéma? So you didn't wait for it to be cool and hype to go to be a movie actor and to go on television. You've always done that.
Yeah, I
so
guess.
we can see Sex and the City, The Good Wife.
Yeah.
We can see Portlandia, of course. How I Met Your Mother. Twin Peaks, of course.
Yeah.
And so the question is, do you feel it's different as an actor when you have to get into the skin of a character you're going to be for one movie or you're going to be for many episodes? Is it different for you?
You know, most of these, well, apart from Sex and the City and Desperate Housewives, I guess, which started out to be just, I was only hired for just a couple of shows, and then it went on and on. But like for The Good Wife, working with Carrie Preston there, that was, I knew it was just going to be a couple episodes, although they did like the dynamic between the two of us. And then, of course, as the captain with my red pants with Josh. You know, it's you know, many actors talk about why they enjoy working in television because of the time you get to spend with a character and the journey that you get to go on with that character. And if the character is interesting and the writers are good, it's wonderful. You really do really get deep inside these guys, and you're able to spend time with them. You know, working on a film, it's the same thing. I mean, you immerse yourself in the character, and you are this character for just a very specific amount of time, and that can be. You know, I mean, I love most of the characters that I've done. I love, not all, but and I like being able to be with them for long periods of time. So I cherish the television format where you can really hang with them and get to work through some stuff with them. So it's you know, I guess. They're both good, but I guess I prefer the television model. Yeah.
Dernière. Donc,
Hello, Mister. My friend and I love so much your work. And now I will ask my question in French. Vous avez travaillé avec Luca Guadagnino pour le film The Staggering Girl. Est-ce que vous pouviez nous parler de votre expérience sur le tournage de Staggering Girl? Et my friend and I have also a gift for you.
Oh, thank you.
Can I?
Yes. Of course.
It's like French donut.
Oh, thank you very much.
You are the best. Thank you.
I'm going to get very fat here in Paris.
Yes.
Thanks, you guys. That's very, very kind. You smell fantastic. We're going to have a feast.
Please.
Wow. Thank you. Wow.
Un cadeau, ça se mérite. Il y avait une question. There was a question with the gift, right?
Darn it. I thought she'd forget. All right. Yes, please.
Yes. So you just worked with Luca Guadagnino for The Staggering Girl.
Yes.
In which you play like many different men.
Yeah.
So can you talk a bit about the shooting of it's a short, right?
Yeah, I think it's, it was a short we filmed in Rome, almost not quite a year, 9 months ago, September, with Julianne Moore and Marta Keller, and we had just a lovely time. Luca is amazing. First of all, he's so Italian, you know. Luca. He's like, my darling, you're perfect, just like that. No, not like that. Not like that. No, just like that. I love him. He's a character, and he's great sensitivity. And we filmed in a little it was like a monastery, I guess, just next to the Forum. And it was a beautiful setting. And so I'd get up in the morning and I'd have my coffee and, my little Italian pastry, and I go to work, in Rome. It's not so bad. It was just an unusual kind of visual meditation, really. And so a lot of it was sort of feeling our way through this story. And there were just snippets of scenes, really. Julianne Moore, who I worked with, was delightful. She's got a great sense of humor. We laughed a lot, and we just kind of found our way through this story that sort of crosses time. And Luca was like our kind of our brother leading us along, and it's hard to describe what the experience was like, because it was sort of unusual, and like you sort of it's almost like you're capturing pieces of a longer story, and you're only getting a scene here, and then you're getting a scene further down, and a scene here, or like just like photographs that are from various periods of time that you're trying to figure out a way to make sense of, see how they sort of string together, and visually stunning. And he had me play these different men that are in Julianne's life, and some are just like fragments, just a moment, just an image, and some actually have more to do. And he was just lovely to work with. He paid me a very nice compliment, something to the effect of like, I am the definition of the
eternal male.
The masculine eternal male. That's what I was. I can't even remember it. It was very embarrassing, but it was very nice of him. And we, I hope to work with him again on something a little more linear. But I really enjoyed the experience. It was very special.
Alors en effet, alors The Stagger.
How are you?
Oh, look at you. I have something special for you.
Do you?
Yeah, it's just a sticker of me. We can put that right on. We can put that right on the the lens of the camera right there.
Right there.
Yeah,
okay, that's perfect. I like your Vault 33 pin.
Thank you. I'm here to support.
You know, all of your characters, I always like gravitate towards something special about them. Shout out to the captain, just one of my favorites.
Ahoy! What can I say? Thank you.
Just the top.
One of my
faves
faves too. One of my faves too.
Wants to murder you.
Yes.
What was unique or most interesting aspect for you about this character in Fallout?
You know, Hank is a man with secrets, and these are the type of roles that I seem to be playing more frequently as I age. So I welcomed it. He's great. He's a very positive, upbeat guy, wholesome, farm-raised, who just happens to like to hurt people.
You know, he looks good in a Vault-Tec suit.
He looks good in a Vault-Tec suit. Those Vault-Tec suits were super comfy too.
Are they?
Yeah, especially the boots. Very, very springy.
That doesn't happen on a lot of shows.
Not on a lot of shows, no.
Fallout has such a dedicated fan base of the game. So what do you want fans to know before going into this show?
That we did our very best to try to recreate the experience, the vibe of the show, from the look and the feel to the tone to the sense of humor. A lot of effort was made to keep the fans happy, so hopefully we succeeded. I am Hank MacLachlan, overseer of Vault 33. Now, after 200 years, we don't know much about what's up there. Desperation, violence, lawlessness. These survivors will need to be shown a better way. Let's dance. Hit it.
A lot of people with the new Dune movies coming out are revisiting the 1984, and I think showing a lot of appreciation for it. Have you felt that?
Yeah, I have. I really have felt that. I went to see the first one, and I really enjoyed it. And I think both Dunes can exist in the same universe. Crazy as that sounds.
Crazy as that sounds.
I know.
Well, I got to give a 2 thumbs up, 2 Vault-Tec.
Bless your heart. Exactly right. Very
exactly
good.
right for Fallout.
Perfect. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Nice
Enjoy
to
your
talk
night.
with you. Thank you. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks for the sticker. It's going right on my water bottle.
That's perfect.
That is perfect.
Dune. Slate 1,
Take one.
Action! The most important task was finding an actor to play the lead character of Paul. The nationwide search lasted 1 year and went through hundreds of actors. Yet it was this screen test by a total unknown that caught the eye of producer Rafaela De Laurentiis and director David Lynch.
We went around the United States 3 times and we came back with nothing. And we found this young man by accident.
Well, he rolled down here from Seattle and he'd never been in front of a camera before.
I was kind of in shock for a minute. I mean, even to be considered. And then I just got ready for it. It wasn't, it was another audition, actually, but it was an audition for something that was very special.
While Kyle had no problem performing his scenes, he still had some apprehensions about whether they were good enough to land him the role.
When I finished screen testing and there was a lot of positive things, I felt like I had a shot, maybe.
The first time I saw him in front of a camera, I knew we had Paul.
My name is a killing word. They are ready to fight, yet in order to lead them, I must conquer the worm, conquer Shai Hulud. I must not fear. Fear is the mind killer.
Paul was one of the early hero figures for me. And so it somehow, it was a very strange feeling, but it seemed kind of right that I was auditioning for it.
What are your plans as you look to the future? What do you think you'll be doing next Christmas?
A lot depends on how the film is received, I mean, if it goes over and people go, who is that guy? So like, get him off the screen, then I'll go back to the stage and hopefully get better. If they like it, then I'll have a chance of doing another film.
You're prepared for the time when everyone's heard of Kyle MacLachlan?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. Haven't thought much about it. Well, I thought about it, but it's still, I don't know what to expect. I'll have to deal with it when I get there.
This is great chicken, Mrs. Williams.
I'm so pleased, Jeffrey. Eat up.
That's her building right there. She lives on the 7th floor.
You know the chicken walk?
What's that? That's kind of interesting.
Hey, Ed. How many fingers?
4!
I still don't know how you do that. Now listen. You sure you don't need me or this rig for a while?
Or if you want to spray for bugs, Jeffrey, it causes us no pain.
Okie dokie, Doublehead.
Oh, it's so good to have you back.
Kyle,
Wow.
you with Isabella. 15 years ago that was.
Yes,
What's
man,
it
I
like
look
seeing
like
it?
a babe. Oh, how he's aged. That was kind of remarkable. I've not seen the film for a long, long time. Very powerful stuff.
It is a powerful. I mean,
Yeah.
I feel when I remember that film, and it's a disturbing, dark, quite odd film.
Yes, no, it should be. Meant to be, yeah. And Christmas, of course, is the first, best time to have it out, I think.
Yes, spooky.
Disturbing, dark, and spooky.
What was it like filming? I mean, did you take that odd, dark sensation home with you every night while you were shooting?
Funny enough, we didn't. We actually had a pretty good laugh during the film. I mean, obviously there were scenes that were a bit dark and difficult, primarily between Isabella and Dennis Hopper. But for the most part, we'd finish the day and we'd just say, well, where are we going to eat tonight? Where's the restaurant? What's going to be the red wine? And let's go.
The most wanted criminal in the universe.
It's not human.
Has come to Earth.
Step out of the car slowly.
Now, nothing can stop it. Except the cops who followed it here.
Am I crazy, or does this seem just a little bizarre?
You think it's over now?
The Hidden.
You're wrong.
Rated R. Starts this Friday at a theater near you.
Lloyd Gallagher, FBI.
What can I do for you?
Following a suspect, I need some local law enforcement help. I spoke with your captain. He assigned me a Detective Thomas Beck.
It's early this afternoon. You got it down? Flying.
Yeah.
No, yeah, we're building something.
So who are we looking for? Public enemy number one?
His name is Jack DeVries.
Jack DeVries?
Jack DeVries. Stockbroker?
Right.
How long you been after him?
About a month.
Month, huh?
You don't have anything on Miller because he's always changing his identity. The same with DeVries. You didn't have anything on him until a couple of weeks ago because that's when you finally caught up with him as DeVries. Before that, he was Arvin J. Lusk in Portland, and before that, William Butler in Seattle. Miller does the same thing. This is the closest I've been.
You think it's over now? You're wrong. I'm not coming out yet.
The priest.
Everything I do for him.
What do you say, Super Priest?
The brother.
You realize you and me, we could own this town.
This is big and it could get bad. You want my advice? Let them handle it.
Welcome, Mark.
The schemer.
Brother Connor!
A ruthless plan.
Henry, hit it!
Worth millions.
May God bless these homes and the people who will start their new lives in them.
Unfortunately, I would pay dearly. Now, you have cost me more than enough as it is.
Thanks to you, Mrs. Shaw. The city of Chicago hits the map.
I was wrong, I admit it, okay?
Mark, you sold him your heart.
You'll never get that land.
Did you like those pictures of you and your girlfriend, Father?
Get out of here! Get out of here! You're lying to me, Mark!
Brother against brother. Nobody can stop them.
Bobby, I'm your brother.
Father Bobby O'Connor and his brother Mark.
The Dream Breakers. They'll go as far as they can to see each other in hell.
Morning, Pete. Harry.
She's dead. Wrapped in plastic.
Now, whoa, hold on a second, Pete. Where? You stay right there. I'm on my way.
Good Lord, Laura. Laura Palmer.
Diane, 11:30 a.m., February 24th. Entering the town of Twin Peaks. It's 5 miles south of the Canadian border, 12 miles west of the state line. I've never seen so many trees in my life. Oh, Diane, I almost forgot. Got to find out what kind of trees these are. They're really something.
In 1990, I starred in the most talked about TV show of the year. There was a log and a lady, cherry pie, and a damn fine cup of coffee. Oh, and a dancing dwarf that talked backwards. My role called for blue lips and no clothes. But I was wrapped in plastic. Welcome to Twin Peaks.
Mark.
What a beautiful, beautiful thing. Got it?
And action.
Ready?
Marker.
It's a happy, happy, happy euphoria.
I think what makes it more unique is the way it's shot and the way the small town is presented, especially in the pilot. It's up the Northwest, which hasn't been seen a lot.
We're gonna need some more coffee. It is the caffeine.
The sugar level, the caffeine level, all conspires to make things a little squirrely.
I don't think there can ever be enough, too much caffeine.
David's all for caffeine. It's just a sort of a general phenomenon that should be, spread and promulgated as many directions as possible.
I'm a nice guy. But I can be real bad.
He celebrated in his hometown, according to his mom.
People would come up to her and go, "Oh yeah, I hear your son is on this TV series," and she goes, "Oh yeah, he's the killer, and he just killed somebody the other day." It's just really proud.
We just hope that the donut manufacturers and the pie makers really cook up a storm.
When I read the script, it was very exciting, and then the cast. I mean, it has got just the most wonderful elements for an actress.
They have the same birthday.
Not only was it Halloween, but it was Halloween night for both of us. So just the correspondence between the characters that we play and the fact that it's Halloween, wow.
We had to stop shooting, today when we heard about it.
Where'd you meet David?
We lived across the street from each other.
In Reno?
No, in Los Angeles when I first came down. And I was going to move into his apartment building, and he was moving out, and so we kind of moved out together.
And this was before Twin Peaks and everything, right?
Yeah.
We'll talk to the stars.
We're all normal in this town. Believe it or not, it's everyone watching who's abnormal.
To me, Twin Peaks sits on the edge of something real and something not real.
I love the aspect of, to use a circus analogy, that we're up there without a net.
Characters are so intriguing, so bizarre, do such strange things, unexpected things, in situations that are very odd. I think it's just the nature of the show. It's just the unknown factor.
David Lynch asked me how I would feel about being the corpse, put in freezing cold water and wrapped in plastic. I was actually thrilled because I had absolutely no experience whatsoever in film. So to be able to just lay there as a dead person was the best education I could have gotten. I felt like a silent sponge, just soaking it all up.
The show looks different than anything else that I've seen on television, first of all, which I think is a big thing. And the people don't they don't behave normally on the show, which is it's a lot of fun to do, and it's fun to watch too.
When you see the pilot, it really has a whole feeling about it. It really seems like a little town, a little community.
Play a girl named Donna Hayward, young girl, sort of the girl that parents would love to have, and she has a real soft side, and that's what's brought out a lot.
I don't know. I was one of the ones who thought that, you know, Saturday night was going to be just the greatest thing in the world. I guess because I'm so old. I remember when Saturday night was the biggest night of the week on television. You know.
Viva! Viva!
Thank you for saving our. Did you save our? What, tell me, what is this again?
Citizens opposing the offing of coup.
Citizens what?
Opposing.
Opposing.
The offing.
The offing
Of peaks.
Peaks. Oh, peaks. Got it. Okay. This is good. Did it work?
So I can just say, like, thank you so much for all your support. Is that enough?
That's fine.
Oh, okay. That's easy. Support for your phone calls and for writing in and everything else you guys have done. It means a lot.
All mine. Oh, good. Well, first I'd like to welcome you to the new Twin Peaks. Exactly the same, the old Twin Peaks, just it's new for us because we're rebirthed. And thank you for your efforts in getting us back on the air because you're responsible. So whatever happens, it's on your head. Really appreciate it. Your work, and I hope that you have a great time tonight and have lots of cherry pie and coffee because you're really the reason why we're here. Thank you very much, and my friends, thank you, Biff and Bob.
I can't thank you all enough. Coop has really been instrumental in getting Twin Peaks back. So hip hip hooray, get yourself some pie, be careful of drinking and driving, and hope you enjoy the shows. Thanks again. Bye-bye.
To March 28th.
There are plenty of other deaths in Twin Peaks.
Yes, but only one has a best friend with one arm. Harry? In the heat of the investigative pursuit... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You know, this is, excuse me, a damn fine cup of coffee. I've had, I can't tell you how many cups of coffee in my life, and this is one of the best. Albert, listen. If you come up through Lewis Fork, I can recommend a place for lunch. The Lamplighter Inn. They got a cherry pie there that'll kill you.
Fellas, don't drink that coffee. You'd never guess. There was a fish in the percolator. Sorry.
Special Agent Dale Cooper.
Hello, it's Hawk.
Hey, Hawk. But I gotta warn you, Albert's lacking in some of the social niceties. Nobody's perfect. Isn't that the truth? All right.
What the hell kind of a two-bit operation are they running out of this treehouse, Cooper?
Albert, this is Sheriff Truman.
I have seen some slipshod backwater burgs, but this place takes the cake.
Good work, Lucy.
Yeah, I've got that big out-of-town buy here.
Good work, Pete.
Let's hit the road.
Right.
Mandy, I told you to stay down.
Oh, like it's real comfortable being squished back here for an hour. Did you do it? Did you break off the engagement? Did you? Because if you didn't, I think Daddy's gonna have to seriously rethink investing in the Greco.
Yeah, I did. I did it. I told you I'd do it. I did it. We're finito, all right? Just couldn't leave her in a hysterical state. That's all.
Oh, come on.
Oh, the last trip was a real bummer, man.
I never had a bummer on acid.
No, I'm trying naturally high now.
Yeah, whatever works.
The Oliver Stone movie, The Doors. How did working with Stone compare to working with Lynch? Are they different kind of directors?
Completely different men. Oliver is much more physical in his approach, confrontational, visceral, and David is much more in his head, more cerebral, more manipulative. Two very interesting directors.
So when you say confrontation, Oliver Stone, did you have a confrontation with him?
Yes,
Was
sure, yeah, I get right in my face. The guy, you know, you sort of give it right back to him. But he's bigger than I am. So I hit him twice as hard as he hit me.
And would you work with him again, though? Would you?
Absolutely, absolutely. He feels so strongly about what he does and what he makes. I'd work with him in a second.
I haven't seen the film. I know that this being Bank Holiday Monday, it's been out for a couple of weeks now, but I haven't had a chance to see it yet.
It's been busy.
Let's have a look at a clip. This is the moment when you sit down. You're playing Wayne Manzarek, of course.
Right.
And you sit down with Jim Morrison. I think this is the moment when you decide to form the band.
Right.
I see it all, Ray, like...
What the hell happened to you in the desert, man?
You know, ecstasy,
Get a rock and roll
madness.
band together and make $1 million
So much
bucks.
stuff, Ray. Got tons of songs.
Things are about to explode, Jim. You can feel it in the air.
I got a name. Doors.
I mean the doors in your mind. Huxley book.
Doors of perception.
Now, some of the reviews have been mixed about the movie. I know that. It's not been as received perhaps as well as one might have thought, you know.
It's a tough story. I don't think it's for everyone. It's a very dark story.
And how did you find playing someone who's still alive, some guy who's going to go and see his own performance?
I loved it. I felt a responsibility to the man, but I loved it. A lot of the work was done for me already. So.
Did you consult him in advance? Did you meet him?
I did. I met him a couple times, spoke with him. A good guy, but he didn't involve himself with the movie. I think that was a row he had with Oliver early on, and they decided not to collaborate. So.
And do you know what he makes of the movie since then? Do you know what he thought of your performance?
Not yet. I don't know. Not sure. I hope he likes it. I mean, I hope he goes with it.
And I read somewhere, and I don't think it's true, that you actually, you didn't just mime from, you actually studied and learned the keyboards just for the film. Is that right?
I did. Absolutely.
You brushed it up. Now, I would love to hear you.
You would?
Do a little burst here. We have a spare organ.
What the hell? Okay, I'll play my organ, man.
Yeah, well, we've got a box organ over here.
All right.
Kyle MacLachlan, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, try this.
Now, we need some... I've got William from The Blessing here, and Luke, and they're going to join in if you want. So what are you going to do? Do you have a Doors number that you could...
Well, probably the most popular, Light My Fire.
Light My Fire. Kyle MacLachlan here. Thanks for watching.
You know that it would be untrue. You know that I would be a lie if I was to say to you, girl, I couldn't get much higher. No time to water in the mind. China, we can only lose, and our love become a funeral pile. So come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on fire.
from the crypt.
Arizona still in the record anyway, with customers expected later in the next. Killed both a doctor and a prison guard before escaping in the doctor's late model Cadillac. State and local police in 5 counties have been alerted to be on the lookout for Diggs, who is believed to be headed for the Mexican border. Diggs is described as 5 foot 11 inches, dark hair and blue eyes. He is armed and extremely dangerous.
And very rich.
Let's be careful out there, folks. Now let's return to our regular scheduled program.
Oh, Jesus!
Jesus Christ, man. You look like shit. So, your old man got you busted, huh?
Yeah. Man, life is a real bitch. How long since you slept anyway? I don't know, 4 days.
You gotta sleep, man.
It's too hard, man. It's too hard.
You want some vodka?
Nah, fuck that. I can do that all night. That ain't gonna help.
So, what do you want me to do about it? You want some help? Huh?
And the angels wouldn't help you.
Loving you too long to stop now. You were tired and you want to be free. My love is growing stronger as you become a habit to me. Oh, I'm loving you a little too long. I don't want to stop now. With you, my life, it's been so wonderful. I can't stop now. You were tired, oh baby, and your love is growing cold. My love is growing strong.
Why didn't I know about this?
Well, now, Mr. McQueen, you went and married someone and didn't know what you had.
I've been loving you too long. Don't make me stop now. Oh, don't make me stop now.
Go and tell the inspector that he's getting dressed.
Good morning. I didn't recognize you. What are you all doing here? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
This morning, we've had a very encouraging letter from Herr Schimmick.
Ah, good.
I understand that those bonds that we recommended him for purchase last month are performing very well.
Happy birthday, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much. There are some presents for you, sir, from the staff. Oh, really? How nice of them. Yes.
So we assume Sunday suits you.
Yes, quite convenient.
It is essential that you appear, of course. Absolutely obligatory.
Yes, of course.
So the date is agreed, which is this coming Sunday.
Right.
The address is number 48, Juliusstrasse.
Juliusstrasse.
Bad news.
No. No.
Hello? Hello? Yes, Estrades? Good morning. I have the documents ready for your signature for the proposal on the deposit store in Silica. No, that'll be no problem. Splendid. I'll get them off to you straight away. Goodbye.
Someone just rang me up and asked me to go somewhere, but they forgot to say the time.
Why don't you ring them back and ask?
Oh. It's not that important.
Before Asami disappeared, she sent me this postcard from Great Northern. When they searched her room, all they found was this picture and this deer head.
Let's think about this over a coffee. No, Lucy? Incredible. You two have got to try this. It's rich. Man, oh man, this Georgia is damn fine coffee.
It's true. What about this deer head?
Notice the symbol, Ken. I think you and I should take a drive. Big Ed's Gas Farm.
Georgia.
Samiska. A very rare Von Singer Weibel.
Red snooker balls? I don't get it.
Come on, let's grab a bite and a can of Georgia.
Agent Cooper?
Shelley, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. It's called Georgia coffee. Comes in a can. Tastes as good and rich as any cup of coffee I've ever had.
It's true. Are you Ken?
Yes?
A beautiful woman left this here for you.
ジョージアに任せろ。
What do you think it means?
I don't know, Ken. Letter G. How about a couple of Georgia coffees while we think about it?
Cooper?
Hawk, you're gonna love Georgia coffee. It's brewed rich. Tastes incredible. Damn fine coffee, right?
Right.
It's true.
Agent Cooper, look what happens when I connect the pins.
The letter G. Good work, Andy. Hawk, what's under that last pin?
Glastonbury Grove.
Home of the Black Lodge.
ジョージアに任せろ.
That's where I'll find the Sami.
Watch.
The Black Lodge isn't in this world. Inside there's a red room. The Sami.
Goodbye. 私はどうしたの？どこにいたの？
もう大丈夫だよ。ジョージアを。
Great idea, Kent. Brewed rich. Tastes incredible. Georgia's all around.
ジョージアに任せろ.
Lieutenant Weisbad, this is Hal Smith's son. Mike, all right?
Yes, sir.
Welcome aboard, Mike. How's your dad liking retirement? Fishing good?
There's not much fishing. The bar keeps him pretty busy.
You're gonna have to be a pretty big man to walk in house, Sneakers.
I'll do my best.
Okay, Mike. Here's your first assignment. Every resident here is required to take 1 shower per week. These are yours. Go shower them.
Now?
Right now. Why not?
Well, I just got here. I haven't gone through the training program.
Mike, this is the training program.
Say, man.
Oh my God, he's got ears. He never told me. You're gorgeous.
Thanks.
You tell me about your day, I'll tell you about mine.
You don't want to know about it.
Oh, really? Is that why I'm asking?
Well, it's a big, noisy place. There's lots of bad guys who don't want to be in there, and that's about it.
Motherfucker!
To the right!
Come on! Oh, shit! This motherfucker has it now! Don't do it, man. School's out. Give me the keys. Give me the fucking keys. Give me the keys. Open the door. Get the door. Leave it to me. I got him. I got him. Stay down. Just stay down. Keep your head down.
Because you lied on your resume?
No. Because I have vision. And right now, I have a vision of you and me dripping with coconut oil on a beach in Acapulco with Mr. Slate's fortune to keep us company.
I'm glad we see eye to eye.
And somewhere down there is the ignorant stooge who will make all my schemes come true.
Against Marcel.
Yes, Deputy Pritchard down at the sheriff's office.
Yes, Debbie, what can I do for you?
Well, sir, the sheriff thinks maybe you should come on down, because you see this here local rancher just brought in a whole lot of, I don't know what you call it, but he claims it all came down at his place, and the sheriff thinks it might be something you guys sent up. Something, you know, top secret.
Like a missile.
Right, like, say, maybe a missile.
Go on now. Go on, tell it.
But if it ain't, it's flying saucer.
That's telling him. Could be. I just figured you wanted to check it out, sir, just in case.
Oh, absolutely. Better safe than sorry.
Yes, sir.
Sherman, seems something odd crashed nearby.
Well, it couldn't have been anything of ours. I'd have heard about it from the Pentagon.
We know that, Sherman. You're our pipeline to knowledge.
Come with us.
You and Marcia up for some bridge this weekend?
Well, I don't know. I'll have to check, won't I?
If you know what's good for you.
And now, Frank Joyce with the local news. Well, it's been kind of an interesting day here in Roswell. We have in our studio Mac Brazel. Mac, could you tell us exactly what it is you found up there on your ranch?
Yeah, well, I'd say most likely it's something that come from another planet.
Everything out there was real strange. Like from one of them flying saucers.
Well, we have been hearing all last month about people seeing strange things in the air. But if you were right, we may have one on the ground.
Where'd you say this stuff came down?
Ranch about 60 miles west of here. Run by a fellow named Brazel.
She said there's some newspaper offering a $3,000 reward for a piece of it. And to be honest with you, I could use the money.
Hey, look at this.
Whoa. Yeah, I really like that one.
Mind if we keep some of this stuff?
I reckon not. I can always get more. You ought to see the damn place.
Here we are.
Hey.
Oh, look, baby, you missed the spot.
Thank you.
Hey, you got it. Nice going. That's great.
Thank you.
Zach, this is Nomi Malone.
Sure. I remember her. Hi.
Yeah, I bet you do remember her.
Yeah, well, she's pretty memorable. Listen, I'm glad you're part of the team. Nice dress.
Thanks. It's a Versace.
It's Versace.
What?
Versace. It's pronounced Versace.
Oh.
You got great taste. You look beautiful.
Thank you.
Right. Okay. I got an MBA for this. That's what this business has come to. Cost analyzing every slot machine.
What's an MBA?
An MBA is a degree.
Zach, you in here?
Yeah. Excuse me.
Hey.
In this picture, kind of everybody manipulates and uses everybody else. Men do it to women, women do it to men, women do it to women, men do it to men. I mean, it's kind of about that, and because of that, I think it will definitely make people react and make them uncomfortable and make them probably respond very strongly, both favorably and negatively. You know, every movie sets out to push buttons, particularly a Verhoeven picture, and we're definitely gonna push them.
Boy, looked like you rushed down here to get something you could have gotten up on the hill.
I best be getting back up the mountain. Ethel? Sheriff?
Well, you got that good reinforced front end.
Yeah, Clem, it ain't gonna happen tonight.
No, you come on. If it looks safe, I'll just follow you through.
No, Miller ain't gonna let two get through.
You don't worry about me.
You take the radiator, I'll shoot the tires.
He's got more parts than Detroit back there.
What happened there?
An old boy in the Ford stepped over the limit. Not much else going on. At least was not on the track anyway.
You son of a bitch!
And boys, I told your pa these feds mean business.
Go on, boys. Don't make it any worse than it already is for your pa.
You started us, Muldoon. The hell you know how bad things are for our pa. He's right. Your family's already lost one. That's enough.
Shoot them both! Shoot
Give me the gun, Muldoon. If you think this means I owe you, you're wrong. I could have killed you last night.
If you could have killed me, you would have.
Don't you ever point a goddamn gun at me again. You understand?
You mind?
I know you.
Well, we almost met the other night, but we kind of just missed getting introduced. Rickman. Federal agent Rickman.
Revenue. What you gonna do? Bust me for speeding?
I saw you just now outside. It's a shame, ain't it? All that taxpayers' money went into training you. Ends up being used in a street brawl.
Yeah, I've done more than my share for this country and its taxpayers.
I know, I read your war record. Very impressive. Decorated by the president. You don't really want to go to jail now, do you? Not after all that.
Yeah, well, last I heard, you gotta get caught doing something before they send you to jail. Now, has that changed?
No, that's still the way it goes. Thing is, someone else can get caught and then take all sorts of people down with them.
Yeah, well, there's no sense worrying about what another fella might or might not do.
What the hell's a guy like you bother with a business like moonshining? You risking your life for what? Is it the danger, the excitement? What? I'm sure as hell can't be just money. What is it?
Well, some people do things for other reasons more than just money. Because it's their right. Because they always done it, and they always will.
It's wrong. It's against the law.
Yeah, well, law isn't about right or wrong, is it? It's about giving you boys a slice of the pie.
It's nothing personal. It's the law. I'll tell you, government's not gonna let it go on.
Boy, those guys, huh?
Yeah.
Those guys behind us.
Yeah, I know.
You think I should have said something?
What?
Should I go back in there? They're probably gone by now.
You know, I'm almost certain we're on 3. Oh, baby.
We'll see.
Debbie? Is everything all right? Kite. But this would be no breeze, it's safe to assume. Granddaddy of winds had blown straight to his room.
Oh, God.
What?
The power's out.
Don't move. It'll either come back on right away or it's gone for good.
All right. We're waiting.
Check the circuit breakers. Maybe it's just us.
Nope. It's the whole neighborhood.
Really? A blackout. I'll have a vanilla cone and a chocolate cone.
Slow down! Hey, could you watch her for a second?
Yeah.
Thanks.
I'd like 2 cups. One vanilla.
One for me.
And strawberry.
Thanks. Look at that. What? Well, you live in the middle of nowhere and your house is a piece of shit and you don't fix it up, you buy a BMW instead. So? So who would do that? Those people. It's not their car, Matt. Well, no, actually it's their son's car. Yeah, I see he went to the city with nothing. Made millions. What are you talking about? Yeah, he comes back to the house here. Come back to help his aged and frightened parents in this terrible time of trouble. Yeah.
Try this one. BMW guy comes running out of the city, like us, like everybody. Runs out of fuel. No shelter, no food. Sees his farmhouse, pulls up the driveway, waits, breaks in, kills the farmer. Holds the wife hostage for a couple years. Lives off their stuff.
Kills the farmer?
Why not?
Let's go, you guys.
Rita. Nice work, Holiday. I lost a bundle tonight. There's only one in your league now. A new fellow. Falco. You heard of him yet, Nicholas Falco?
Talk to me again next year. But clear it with Jules first.
I hear you may not be alive next week. I hear Vic's getting out. Flamingo just now told me. Rita, you look lovely tonight.
Jake, you can stick it up your ass.
Lee Turner. What a fraud our pal turned out to be. But gentlemen, I sent for you because I have great news. Vic's getting out. Now we're gonna watch everyone get in everybody else's way.
How do you see all this going down?
Vic nails Ben. Vic nails Holiday. We nail Vic.
Vic nails Ben?
Ben's balls have been getting too big for his britches. Vic will straighten that out fast enough. I'm looking forward to seeing Ben London dead.
I'm looking forward to seeing Vic dead. And I'm especially looking forward to seeing Mickey Holiday dead. It won't be long before this place is wide open for us. Huh? Vic's getting out of the funny farm tomorrow. Yeah! Ah! Hi, Holiday. Can't say I'm tickled to see all of you still alive, but I had a contingency plan. How about Nicholas, Falco, and you downstairs at the D in about half an hour? No money, just for fun.
Hey, man, I told you before, talk to me in a year.
You'll be there. Falco killed Jules Flamingo.
I didn't know it was your birthday. Max didn't tell me.
We have two beautiful kids. Yeah, we couldn't bring them.
Wait, is this okay?
It's really good to see you, Charlie. Yeah.
Let's do something here. It's your birthday, right?
Who is that talking with Charlie?
This is Friday, his brother.
Oh, that's very nice.
I gotta go up. I'm not gonna be able to come in for a few days. Max is gonna be here. I'll be back when I can. Just take care of him, okay?
Hi, Vernon. Yes, this is my wife, Mindy.
Oh.
Hello, Vernon. It's a pleasure. Hello.
Very nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you.
That's great. This is
I'm Karen. Oh, nice to meet Karen. And you are?
my wife.
Okay, that's what I figured.
It's great you could be here.
Sure.
Listen, anybody hungry?
No.
Yes, actually.
Yeah. The place we talked about, remember about the sushi?
Oh, I love sushi.
Oh, it's fantastic.
I'm not hungry.
Anyways, prices of real estate went down, way down.
Yeah.
And we got our new home, this beautiful house, for like, what, half the price? It's just gorgeous.
It's very smart. It's very smart. I think housing prices out there are at their lowest rate since before the gold rush.
Right. And then, of course, with the mudslides, everybody was afraid to move.
No, you didn't.
You know, the mudslides was started intentionally.
What?
There are fire hoses up there.
Okay, right, honey.
So dry.
Such a goofball. So
We were tempted. We were really tempted to move out there, but, well, I was tempted. It was a little more difficult for Karen because of her work, but...
Oh, well, so, what do you do, Karen?
I'm a rocket scientist.
She works for the Fairchild Group. It's a company that designed rockets for satellite communication systems yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. But they closed down their West Coast division last year, so it didn't make any sense for us to move out, so we're still here.
So you still live in New York?
Mm-hmm.
What part?
Upstate.
Upstate. Oh.
We got a beautiful home outside of Albany.
Oh, Albany. Yeah. And I've heard of Albany. Don't we have a friend in Albany, Max?
No. In fact, we gotta be getting back tomorrow, so I thought, Max, if it's all right with you, I'm gonna leave you a couple of numbers. And the cell phone's on here. I'm gonna give you the home in case, anything should happen with Charlie.
This must be really, really difficult for you.
What in the hell are you doing here?
I hear Montreal's really nice this time of year.
Answer my question.
I've been hired to protect you.
Hired?
Mm-hmm.
Hired by who?
Nanny, Your father's death was no accident. Some very nasty people want the briefcase that your father found. I happen to work for the not quite so nasty crowd.
Well, I don't want your help.
Oh, good. We should be able to wrap this up quickly.
What do you mean?
If you give me the briefcase, the people I work for will give you £1 million.
£1 million?
Yeah. Personally, I hold out for 2. I don't think they're in a position to haggle.
I don't believe you.
Then don't. Oh, miss, could you get me another one of these?
Sure.
Thank you.
So, for the last time, just leave me alone.
You know they're probably going to be waiting for us when we get to Montreal.
I'll worry about that later.
I think we should worry about that now.
Sorry.
Hey, those are mine. You all right?
Yeah. We need some gas. And then you can drive. I guess you know where I live.
You guessed right.
Would you mind? Thank you.
I just want to emphasize the need for us to operate in an atmosphere of good faith.
Anybody home? Hello? Honey, you're back.
Hi.
Oh, sweetheart, what a surprise. Oh, it's so... Oh, how was your trip, huh?
Fine.
It's good?
Very fine, thank
good.
you.
Hey, you must be the guy called about the toilet, huh? Great, I'm glad you're here. Listen, that's a real kind of problem up there. You know, the water keeps running, you gotta jiggle a little thing. It's a real problem.
I'm not here about your toilet.
You're not?
No.
Oh.
We'll be speaking to you tomorrow.
You met him before? Drive safe, huh? The next time you decide to leave me, by the way.
Well, he's not exactly the first man to pull a knife on me.
Yeah?
Don't pretend you haven't seen my file.
What file?
Never mind.
Listen, I hate to burst your paranoia bubble, but not everybody has a file, you know?
Really?
Really? At least not yet.
How come you sound American? Aren't you supposed to be a British spy?
I was born in Northern Ireland. My mother moved us to Boston when I was real little.
Why so?
Oh. It's a long story.
It's a long night.
Yeah. My dad was IRA. The Brits killed him one night when we were driving home. Stopped the car, dragged him out and shot him. Anyway, I went back to Ireland when I was about 18. Full of fire. I have my revenge. Till they forced me to set a car bomb outside a crowded supermarket. A lot of people got killed. A lot of kids. I wanted out. I didn't think they were any better than the people we were fighting. Next thing I know, Ferguson arrests me. Gave me a choice. Life in prison or I work for him. Here I am. Why don't you go up to bed? I'll make sure the bad guys don't get in.
Yeah.
You can lock your door if you want to.
Yes, I will.
Good night.
Good night.
Amnesty International Sierra Club. Elected to Senate by a landslide. His first time at bat.
Landslides don't come cheap. Who are his backers?
The people. Hardy has the Midas touch when it comes to fundraising. See for yourself. It's all in the file.
That's quite a feat. Raising all that money 12 months after coming back from a USAID mission in Panama. Would you put together a list of the people who work with Hardy down there for me? Give me the current addresses.
That'll take some time.
You got somewhere to go?
It's an unpalatable fact, sir, but it seems that the Duke isn't the only member of nobility to be named in the Windsor Protocol.
You're like this one. She runs an exotic dance club called the Pair a Dice.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Well, I think it's time to check out somebody with stiletto heels and the push-up bra. Set up a meeting with me and Hardy.
Certainly, I'll just call up Capitol Hill and have his secretary pencil you in.
Yeah, I assume you can pipe into Canadian government computers.
Yeah.
Well, Hardy was such a hero, he deserves an official handshake from Ottawa. You speak Canadian, eh?
What?
It is my overwhelming honor to induct you into Canada's Order of Valor. There you go.
That's beautiful. Isn't that? That's my honor.
Oh, no, the honor is ours. Hey, may I put
Please,
this on there?
yes.
Sure. Let me put it on you there.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure to get plenty of these, Louise.
Does it go with the tie?
There.
Very nice.
May I, Senator? Do me the honor. Okay.
My pleasure.
Okay, I think we have a keeper.
Good.
Thank you.
All right. You like those?
Oh, you got quite a collection, sure.
Well, this is Panama City during the Just Cause operation. When Noriega's guys came in and tried to take over this building, I was in it.
Oh.
Lucky to escape.
Yeah. Just like Montreal.
A lot like Montreal.
Right.
Lucky to be alive.
Senator, Vice President Powers on line 1.
Mr. Cameron, you'll have to excuse me.
Oh, no. You've been more than generous with your time, Senator. Thank you so much.
Good.
Okay, then. And, of course, the Prime Minister of Canada thanks you.
Well, I thank him.
Right. You wear that medal with pride now.
I will.
Okay. I'll just see myself out.
Do that.
Great. Say, do you want me to close the door behind me, then?
Please.
Yeah, okay, then. Right. And, thank you. Okay, bye-bye.
Jeez. You ever hear anybody say so many thank yous?
Thank you.
Montreal.
Proper credentials. How are you?
Catherine Durgan, Senator Hardy's assistant.
Yes, Neil
I'm
Cameron.
fine.
I was just in to see you, man, on behalf of the Prime Minister.
I want you to look into him. I want to know who he is, exactly what he does, just to be on the safe side. Yes, sir.
2 messages in my email box, including one from Rodolfo. He lives in Milan, and he wants to have my children.
This your internet boyfriend?
Jealous?
Yeah. You know, I hate to burst your bubble, but Rodolfo's probably some old fat balding guy from Budapest with bad breath and hemorrhoids.
Don't you have a machine gun to clean or something?
Where's Dylan? Dylan? Rumor has it that you paid an impromptu visit to Senator Hardy and then beat up a policeman on the way home.
Yep.
What?
Ferguson, you ever hear of a guy named Peter Pruitt?
Don't you try and change the subject.
He heads up an ultra-conservative think tank with ties to every major reactionary movement in North America.
Well, so what?
Tell him, Len.
During the last election, the Pruitt Foundation made substantial contributions to Senator Hardy's campaign, and
Oh, damn it, Dylan. What's the bloody Pruitt Foundation got to do with the protocol?
Well, she's trying to tell you. Yeah.
right after he received a phone call from Pruitt, Hardy canceled a very important fundraiser in LA to go to the conference in Montreal. And, well, sir, it gets better if you'd like to come over here. I'll show you on the screen. Betty was able to trail one of the protocol accounts. Now, it started off in Brazil, passed through Argentina, made a hard left to Hong Kong, then cruised to the front steps of the Pruitt Foundation.
Who then deposited $450,000 into a branch in Montreal, which was withdrawn about a week before the terrorist attack. Ferguson, what do you think it cost to finance an attack in Montreal?
$450,000, give or take a few bob.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm gonna pay a visit to that Pruitt guy.
Yeah, absolutely not.
I told you never to come here during daylight. Just couldn't wait, Mr. Greenfield.
Are you thinking of buying me something? Something expensive?
No. Not that I wouldn't, darling, but Earl's in a bind. They're gonna take his truck.
He's irresponsible.
Yeah, well, he'd do the same for me. Probably.
Has he?
No. But he would.
I think Earl ought to borrow from Dwayne, not from you.
What are you talking about?
Just that Dwayne makes $45,000 a year. 45,000? Did I ever tell you that?
Yes, about 1 million times.
Well, his contract is up next year. Maybe you could try for it. And then you could be making 45,000.
Sweetheart, that job's got a lot of pressure, you know?
That's the problem with you, Booth. You've got no ambition.
I got ambition coming out of my ears. I mean, there's a lot of stuff I'm working on here. Like this accelerator idea.
But you never finish any of these.
Yeah. What about Velcro?
Booth, you didn't invent Velcro.
No, but I was right about it, wasn't I?
You don't have to convince me. It's just that you're always talking about wanting to run off. You can't just run to a tin trailer and a black and white TV, you know?
I think they're all dead, Earl. Let's call it in, huh? Get some help out here?
I think you better come over here first, partner.
Wow. Look at that.
There must be $1 million in there.
Oh, I think more than that, Earl. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Wait a minute.
Huh?
What are we gonna do?
What do you mean, what are we gonna do?
I mean, what are we gonna do?
I'm gonna call it into Trudy. Why?
Why, are you kidding me?
Earl, no, we can't. We can't.
Look around you, partner. You said yourself you never saw anything like it.
Yeah, but we don't know where this money came from, and they might have robbed a bank or...
Robbed the bank? Come on. Don't you think we would have heard if a bunch of guys were at large? Don't you think they'd have put out a bulletin? This is a big-ass drug deal.
No, we don't know that. We don't know that.
Come on, Booth. Look at these scumbags. They don't need money anymore. You know what I mean? Let's take it and get out of here.
No, somebody's gonna find them.
It won't be us.
But it won't work.
Why not?
Because I told Trudy we were coming down this way. That's why.
We'll figure something out. You want to know the next time you're going to come face to face with $2 million in cash, Booth? Never. Now, you were the one talking about ambition. We'd never have to worry about money ever again. Think of the things you could do.
Somebody's got to know about this money, and they're gonna ask questions. Earl, could you stare someone right in the eye and lie about it?
You're damn straight. Hey, look, Booth, I'll worry about that when it happens, if it happens. And it ain't gonna happen.
How can you be so sure?
Because I know. It's no accident we stumbled on this money. It's an answer to a prayer. Every night and every day I prayed to God to just help me out a little, just give me a little push. Knock, and the door will open. Today, my prayer came true.
I see. So God's like Western Union. And he decided to drop us a couple $1,000,000.
That's right.
And then he killed the delivery guys.
They killed themselves. Besides, they were breaking the law.
This is breaking the law too, Earl.
But what they were doing was wrong. You know what I mean. What's the matter, Booth? Don't you believe in miracles? Oh, God. Look, this could change our lives. No more going nowhere. Forget about inventions. Forget about cosmetology. This is real. This is right here.
Man, Earl, I don't know.
Well, think about what it would mean to you, to Sally, to the two of you. Oh, come on, Booth. If you won't do it for me, do it for her, please. Pretty please.
Wait, just wait a minute, okay? Just gotta think.
All right.
Shit. Did you touch the car?
Maybe. Who cares?
I do. And you should. It's little shit like that sends people to jail. You remember police work?
Who's police work? Like Dwayne could find his way out of a closet with his hand on a knob.
We pull this off, we gotta cover all the bases.
Huh? All right, we will. We'll cover all our damn bases.
We'll torch the bases, how's that? What do you mean, torch them?
We'll leave some money in the trunk and take the rest. It'll look like the car went up in a gunfight with the money.
I don't know.
Come on, Booth. Let's do this while we can. I'm telling you, partner, it's destiny. It's fate. And I tell you this, as I live and breathe, I'm donating 10% to charity right off the top. $13, $5, $14.
Diane, I have a good feeling about my next guest. He's worn blue velvet, he's splashed out in some showgirls, and he'll soon be having sex in the city. It's Kyle MacLachlan! Honest to God. Actually, it's a lot of hard vowels, isn't it? Kyle MacLachlan, Kyle MacLachlan. Full on. It's a show of Max. Now, I'm sorry about the coffee thing. Do you avoid ordering coffee now because of that?
No, I'm addicted because of that, I'm afraid. Coffee for me all the time, morning, noon, and night.
Really?
Yeah,
As long as it's hot.
As long as it's hot. Absolutely.
And that show, because it was kind of weird, it was the first kind of, I think it was the first really cool TV series. I mean,
I think it was, yeah, I agree. I think it set the tone for things that happened later. I mean, there were other ones before Twin Peaks that were kind of cool, as I remember. I remember, like, Peyton Place was pretty cool. I remember that when I was a kid. And you remember that when you were? No, you don't, I don't mind. Of course you don't remember that.
Oh, hop up on Kyle's knee there. He'll tell you about Peyton Place. Ah, lovely days. But the merchandising, God, such weird things. Like, things like, no, look, there's a guide, right? A guide to the town of Twin Peaks, fictional town. Fictional town. But it's not like a joke. It's not a jokey thing. It's just a serious guidebook
They took it
to
very
a town
seriously.
that doesn't exist?
No.
Look,
No.
look, things like plants you can find in the area and things.
In your own backyard, if you're
Because you are quite a kind of out there actor. You're seeing, well, sorry, I see you, because, you know, like for you being Blue Velvet, which is still one of the kind of scariest films ever.
Film. Yeah, it's a great film. I was pleased to be in that.
And I have to say, that there's a picture from Blue Velvet, because Isabella Rossellini, she is so, so beautiful.
Oh, she's gorgeous.
She is, but dear God, no wonder she looks angry. Who did her hair? That's
Oh, God, that was tough. 'Cause I was naked in it. Ah, boy, that was a tough scene.
Yeah, but you're naked a lot, aren't you?
I'm always naked.
Yeah, you...
I know. I don't know what happened. I'm very shy, that's the thing. But somehow you turn the camera on me and... Can't get any ideas.
Oh, you fanny cheese.
Cram.
No, I won't. But talking of naked, of course, I did see you naked very recently.
I've been naked.
Well, honest to God, I do adore this film, Showgirls.
Oh.
It is such a brilliant, brilliant film.
Not intentionally, but thank you.
But it is so... Have you seen this, Macaulay?
Yes, actually, I have.
Oh, God, you have.
Oh, isn't it cool?
No, sorry.
Even if you don't comment, that's quite all right.
No.
That's quite all right.
Was there any clue when you got the script? Or did you genuinely...
There should have been, but no, honestly, there wasn't. I mean, I thought Paul Verhoeven, I love RoboCop, you know, I love Spetter, some of his early films. I thought this is going to be great. Joe Esterhaus, hard-hitting, edgy script, you know, let's expose Las Vegas showgirls community. And oh, my God.
You getting tired, Dad?
Yeah, a little.
Sure is a lonely road.
Nice try, but no.
Oh, come on, Dad. Let me drive.
Good morning, Springville, USA. It's a nice little town, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think we should sleep in the camper every night. I feel great.
me too.
Yeah, we're just gonna make it.
You take over with that carburetor for me.
Yeah, get some of that gear, would you? Show on the road. I got it.
Thanks.
Hey.
Hey.
That vet could sure use some attention.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been hanging over my head for years. One of those projects I'm gonna get to someday.
Oh, yeah. I got a few of those myself.
Fill her up?
Yeah. Thanks. Hey, can you recommend a good place where we can grab some breakfast?
Breakfast? Yeah. Emma's Diner. There's no competition.
Yeah? Probably no other diner either, huh?
Yeah. You got it.
Oh, Mama. Look at him. We don't get out much. Oh, he's got a teenager, obviously married.
You hungry?
Yeah.
Me too.
Morning.
Hey.
Hello. Coffee?
Please.
Haven't seen you in here before. You get lost, or are you just passing through?
We're just passing through, thanks.
Do you make your pancakes from scratch?
Is there another way?
My grandma used to make them from scratch. She would use chocolate chips and bananas, too.
That sounds good. I'm gonna ask Wilma to do exactly that.
All right, thanks.
You're welcome. Will your wife be joining us?
No. I'd like the toast and the fresh fruit, please.
Sure. Be up in a flash. Thanks.
You know what?
Hey, Dad, how come everyone's checking us out?
Because we're the two new guys in town. I don't know. They probably don't get that many people passing through. We're pretty far off the beaten track.
No wedding band and no wife in the parking lot.
Well, Emma, I hate to burst your bubble, but he'll be gone by noon.
I think it's pretty good.
I can do better than that.
Go ahead.
All right, thanks.
I'll call you when the food's ready.
on your board? And why would I let you use my board?
That's the end.
Where is Polonius?
In heaven. Sent thither to see. If your messenger find him not there, seek him in the other place yourself. But indeed, if you find him not within the month, you shall nose him as you go up the stairs into the lobby.
Go seek him there.
He will stay till you come.
Hamlet, this deed, for thine especial safety, which we do tender, as we dearly grieve for that which thou hast done, must send thee hence with fiery quickness. Therefore prepare thyself. The bark is ready and the wind but help, the associates tend, and everything is meant for England.
For England?
Aye, Hamlet.
Good.
Aye, so it is, if thou knewest our purposes.
Farewell, my mother.
Thy loving father, Hamlet.
My mother. Father and mother is man and wife is one flesh. And so my mother.
Give me a drive, Joe. Oh, right.
Yeah. How's the part?
Yeah, no, this is a little unprofessional, but okay, I'll read this. Now, this is the scene we're gonna do. And in the scene.
No, thanks. I'd love a cigarette.
Why not?
Thanks.
It's a forgery. It's a good forgery.
Oh. No, I don't usually smoke, but tonight I'm feeling kind of...
Why not?
Yeah. It's a good club?
If you're floating.
Why not? I detect.
I know you didn't ask, but fuck it, you stuck with it. You gotta try it, right? Right. That's why your basic love for hip hop got me sucking this mic. I'm like the next Stumble Fest and all the media molester with the flex. Come smooth, come strange, with great text set. We cling to the text, plus song through the chest. You diss it, you like it, we don't give a fuck. We just a little cause we hip hop deep and struck. We schmoozing like the glue. That's like the shot, it's like the ordinary.
Can I get you a drink?
Yeah, beer, please. It's not all you can get here, huh?
First float.
Yeah, pretty obvious, huh?
Working in a place like this, you learn to pick out who's what.
Yeah?
Over there. Oh, that model over there. How do we know what she looks like in real life? I mean, she could be ugly and 80 years old. Oh, these are the hardcore ones. They've even forgotten what they really look like. Could be pretty addictive.
that makes loving so much fun, you see. And I'm the smoothest aphrodisiac. I'll be the coolest aphrodisiac. I'm like a stranger's aphrodisiac. So knick-knack.
Here come the clones again. They come in once a week. But they never find anything, they're just harassing us.
Look at that clone. I bet those clone bodies are so very, very hot. Floating? Cigarette? Oh, go ahead. Indulge yourself.
Okay.
God knows I am.
I feel a little bad. I don't know whether this guy smokes, you know?
Well, obviously he does. Anyway, what do you think he's doing with your body right now?
So, I'm thinking, I'm having an idea. I'm going, what would make Lorenzo happy? And I think of my friend, Melissa, besides you, Guido. And I think of my friend, Melissa. And I say, you know, here is a girl who has been designing all her life, creating very interesting things. Perhaps, Lorenzo, you would be interested in hearing a bit about what she does in an effort to maybe open the line a little bit, maybe.
By all means. Take a moment of your time. Just,
By
all means. Just to let you know what I have, coming out into the future. I have a new concept called music underwear. Now, hear me out on this one. What happens is a girl scenario. Girl comes in, she's making love to her husband. She's taking off her clothes, the panties come down, and all of a sudden you hear, "Let's get it on." It's a microchip. I can also put them in bras, and I'm thinking about putting them in a line of dresses, too.
Uh-huh.
You don't have to go to the stereo. It's already right there. Romantic,
It was
whatever. Like the
so
birthday
into the
cards
bed.
that you open up and they play happy birthday to you. Aren't those cool?
Right.
Hello. It's great, huh?
Clever idea.
Into the 21st century. The kids, the MTV generation is going to love it.
Very inventive, no question about it.
Messieurs, songe à la douceur d'aller le bar vivre ensemble. Aimer à loisir. Aimer et mourir. Rimbaud, Baudelaire, Verlaine. Nothing that a good course of antidepressants couldn't cure. Or maybe 25 years in psychoanalysis. Why should we be subjected to their mother-fixated outpourings, you ask? We get enough of that from our boyfriends, right? Remember now, it's just as relevant to talk about Lou Reed or Adam Ant in your essay. Precisely what Bart was saying in the 50s and what Beauregard is saying now. So, questions? Yes, the young lady in the green sweater.
Oh, yes. Do you think that a deconstructive approach to literary criticism, that it leads to a cooler, less emotional response in the reader?
Good. That's an interesting one, isn't it? That is the question. What's your name?
Holly Rossman.
Holly, very good. You see, the thing about critical theory that is important to remember is the role the unconscious plays in all of it.
Socialist worker. Holly.
Stuart, not now. We've got to do some work with our tutor. Holly, come on.
Socialist worker.
You know, I was just kidding about Adam Ant, right? Don't do that to me.
Right, but it is so important to have a visceral reaction to the text.
But that's so reductive.
Oh, absolutely. No, it's not. I mean, it's the emotion expressed that really matters. Do you know Tarkovsky? It's like Tarkovsky.
Ah, I love Tarkovsky.
Do you? Oh, he's my favorite director. It's Tarkovsky's moment.
Reading Bergman's autobiography right now.
Really? Oh my God, so am I.
Great song. Holly, this is much better than most undergraduate work.
No, I don't think that I articulated it very well. The bit about desire and metaphor with the integration of...
Hey, do you want to get a cup of coffee?
Oh, okay.
Great. You got that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
First of all, let me thank you for dealing with that personal matter. People will read something into anything these days. Experience has taught me that a man like you can be very loyal for the right price, but groups of men get greedy. A valued resource, an old Oriental gentleman I know, has been kept hostage by some South Americans in Espatria. They're trying to extort additional funds from me, but I don't believe in renegotiation. A deal is a deal, so they'll not see a penny from me. Nothing drives down real estate prices like a good old-fashioned gang war, apart from an outbreak of plague, but that might be going too far in this case. I've noticed the Yakuza and the Colombians are far from friends. Let's capitalize on this business opportunity. I want you to kill the Yakuza Wakagashira, Kenji Kassen. Kenji is attending a meeting at the top of the multi-story car park in Newport. Get a cartel gang car and eliminate him. The Yakuza must blame the cartel for this declaration of war. In these days of moral hypocrisy, certain valuable commodities can be hard to import. On its approach to the airport tonight, a light aircraft will pass over the bay. It will drop several packages into the water. Make sure you pick them up before anyone else does.
Wow. What's going on?
Voodoo.
You two know each other?
You sent him over. I can't believe
Look, this is not right, all right? That is my girlfriend.
Oh, Frank.
No, hang on. You, right? You're just some... No offense, but you're just some businessman. She's not gonna go for you, is she?
Who is this boy? He's sensational.
I don't think I'm getting through to him here. Can, you help me? Right. You are coming back, yes?
Yes.
Jerry, that boy, the one in the white shirt.
Look, I'm in the middle of something really important.
I'm not going anywhere until you tell me what's going on.
Frank, I think about you all the time.
Charlotte discovered she wanted it all, and more.
$1,300.
Yes. And we do very well with it. It's really beautiful.
Yes. It'll look lovely under the ramen noodles we'll be forced to eat due to my outstanding China loans. Oh, no. No, not that face. All right. If it's what you want. I'm too crazy about you to say no. I've got to get back to the hospital. I've got a 2 o'clock angioplasty.
Did you do your guest list for the party?
Oh, right. Almost forgot.
Sweetie? What's this?
Oh, prenuptial agreements. Totally standard. Everyone in the family has one. I think you sign on page 4 or something. Feel free to have your lawyer look it over if you want. I'll call you later.
Well, this all looks pretty normal.
Mr. and Mrs. Hope.
Yes.
I'm Father Harlan.
Father.
Thank you for coming on short notice. Erwin is a good boy. I could go on, but that would seem like I'm selling him to you. and I'm not.
What? You're not?
Well, given the chance, I'm sure Irwin would do a better job at selling himself than me.
Can we meet him?
Unfortunately, you will have to make a decision before you can meet him.
But Father, it says right here that we could spend the afternoon with him.
Yes, I know. I'm sorry. I apologize. But Irwin is a fragile boy. I can't let him get his hopes up too high, only to have them diminished. His health can't afford that kind of a disappointment.
Father, we can't make a decision based upon viewing him from a window.
I'm sorry.
Would you wait and call? Father, we come here attempting to adopt a child, and you turn it into window shopping. He's not a puppy.
Well, maybe that's what you and your wife should be considering. I'm sorry if I have wasted your time. Have a pleasant journey.
Many townspeople.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. I'm Cary Grant. Now, I know what you're thinking, but he's been dead for 20-odd years. Actually, longer. I first died when I made The Pride and the Passion in '59. But as long as there are people who remember us, who laugh and cry at the ghostly impressions we've left behind, then we're alive. I read that once. Then I ate the fortune cookie. But seriously, you good people just keep looking up to us movie stars, and we'll keep looking after you. Now that'll be Aline. I look after him. Lucky Aline. He's happy. He's successful. In love. And frankly, that's all because of me. Here's my little samosa now. Bubbles?
I've got champagne trills calling.
Did time always drag here like this?
Can you believe it? She still keeps plastic on the furniture.
Keeps the evil fresh.
There we go.
I'm ready. Okay. Speaking of golf, yesterday the U.S. Open was won by a South African.
Yes.
By the name of?
Retief Goosen, or Goosen if you're from South Africa.
I need you to spell either his first name Retief or Goosen or Goosen.
Ah, Retief.
That is correct. That is the spelling one.
Good.
In your upcoming movie, you play the ghost of Cary Grant. In what movie did he play Roger Thornhill?
Oh, good question. North by Northwest.
Rapid fire, 10 seconds on the clock. You were in The Doors, the movie The Doors. Name 3 Doors songs in 10 seconds. Go.
Light My Fire. Backdoor Man. And Whiskey Bar.
Okay, we'll accept that.
Alabama song for. Oh, shoot. I was going to say Stairway to Heaven. That wasn't.
Yeah, no.
Okay,
Sex and the City is now on regular television. They've had to soften some of the language and things like that.
Yes, they have.
Right now, I want you to look at that camera. Show me a family-safe look of lust. A family-safe look of lust. Into that camera. That's good. Yes, we'll take that.
Trying to take that. Block out bad bits. Don't want to see the bad bits.
You were in Showgirls. Are you scared? I'm sorry.
I'm worried. I looked over there. Maybe I shouldn't have. It's inadvertent.
Take it off, Goldie. Go ahead and take a shot at Goldie. There's Goldie. You were in Showgirls.
Yes.
How many tries will it take you to hit a shirtless goalie in the chest with a rolled-up $1 bill? You know how they do this some of the times? You toss it at the girls.
Yeah. How many do I have?
Well, you've got.
I have to do it.
Can you do it in 5?
Oh, I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
Here we go. Let's try to do it in 5.
Here we go.
Let's see if they travel that far.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Little stripper music. A little short.
Oh, it's spun.
You may have to get closer. Let's see.
I can do it.
Wow. Shoot. You can swear. Go ahead. All right. Oh! There it is! 5 out of 5, ladies and gentlemen. That was good.
I knew you'd bring me to peace, Nicole.
Edward?
You're the last librarian. Wait a minute. You're dead. And yet here I stand.
I saw you die.
You saw an elaborate special effect. Your tears were perfect. I couldn't have planned it better myself. So they really didn't cut off your head. You're the librarian.
But why?
Absolute power is the ultimate aphrodisiac. You remember how I loved a good aphrodisiac.
Oh, you bastard!
Goodbye, Nicole. It really was nice to see you again.
You can't kill her.
Why not?
Because you need me to find the last piece. And I won't do it without her.
I don't need you. I have this. The language of the birds. Nobody can read this.
Nobody except a real librarian.
Tugzaksu akchai. Kokokokokokokokokaksi. Kapapipsiposh. The language of the birds, that means you're up the creek. And I've got the only paddle.
Tell me where the third piece is, and I'll let her live.
Don't tell him.
It's in Shangri-La.
Don't screw with me. That's a legend.
Shangri-La's in Mount Kailash. In the Himalayas.
Idiot.
Excuse me for trying to save your life. Again.
The spear is more important than my life.
He's not going to get anywhere near that spear. Unless I interpret the clues in that book.
I thought you might like some tea.
Why am I being held prisoner here?
I assure you it's for your own protection.
I need to be out looking for my friends.
It's not advisable. This island contains some incredibly dangerous creatures.
I understand that. But if you have allowed a search party out there, then surely it's... There is a search party out looking for my friends, isn't there?
I'm afraid Captain Nemo wasn't forthright at dinner last night. He and I are the only two people still alive in this compound. I'm sorry.
Give me the keys, Joseph. The keys.
You won't get off this property, Captain. I assure you.
So, if we can all look at the addendum to the bankruptcy filing, paragraph 14, subparagraph A and B, and given that we only have 3 more hours with Mr. Swain today before we have to return to the corporate office, I suggest we put a pin in paragraph C, D, and F.
Sorry, would you all excuse me for just a minute? Carry on. Johnny, where are you going?
Subparagraph A.
Please tell me you need my help. Sorry, you're the one who went to law school.
Now, these creditors are themselves subordinate to the bonds and other debt instruments enumerated in Exhibit I.
What are you doing? It's the 911 recording from the Discovery. You gotta hear this.
I read the transcripts.
Yeah, no, come here. Charlie, sit down. Come here. To read it, you think that McDermott is some scared guy whispering into the phone, right? Now listen to this. Come on.
My name is Henry McDermott. There's an intruder in my house. Please, you need to send someone.
That guy's not scared. He's in control.
Right at the end of...
Right there. See? Like he's surprised, like he thought he could handle it.
Sir. Hello, sir. Are you there, sir? Are you all right?
Now there's something else going on underneath that smoke alarm. You hear it?
Yeah. What is that?
No idea. I got a friend who's got a good pair of ears.
Lady friend?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Where are you going?
You don't want to know.
How you doing?
No, don't! Don't!
Sir. Hello, sir. Are you there, sir? Are you all right?
All right, that's the smoke alarm, right? Listen to this.
You're right, David. There is something.
Me? Well, can you dig it out there, or?
You mean by raising the high frequencies and lowering the bass?
Okay.
Yeah. In Fantasyland.
Well, what are you doing?
I'm splicing together the dips and the alarm. There's going to be a lot of after echo.
Good.
It's breathing.
What? Can you play those last 2 splices again? What the hell is that?
Flushing.
Flushing? Flushing what? Yeah, open your briefcase. No, it wasn't you. You! Yeah, you were doing something before. What was it? Nothing. Yeah, open your briefcase. Come on, briefcase. Yes! Yes!
I have asthma, sir. Sorry.
Mwah! Yes!
We're still facing an uphill battle to get your sister out.
All right, we hit a bit of a bump. Eileen DeBrizzi doesn't have asthma. The sound on the 911 tape is an inhaler, but it's not her. Here you go.
DeBrizzi has the motive. Tony Russell has the gun. We tried to locate Russell.
So we can't because he hasn't worked at the gas station for the last 3 years.
You think DeBrizzi paid him?
No, but you still have Mr. Kim identifying Jane.
Now, then he's mistaken. I don't see it. Why can't I see this?
Yeah, well, maybe we should take a break for the night, huh?
No, not on your life. Come on, we're gonna figure this out.
It's a homicide, David, not a crossword puzzle.
I understand that, Charlie. Come on, let's break this down into pieces. People, Henry McDermott and Eileen DeBrizzi, they have an affair for 15 years. He pays her for 15 years, at the end of which he breaks it off and writes her a final check. Now, does Eileen DeBrizzi, enraged and bent on revenge, seek out Tony Russell?
15 years. He was paying DeBrizzi for 15 years.
Right.
What did Eileen say? Nobody would ever mistake me.
For a 15-year-old.
But how old was Jane at the time of the murder?
21.
All right, then why would she say 15?
Genius. Genius.
What?
He was paying DeBrizzi for 15 years, but not for an affair.
He's paying for child support.
They had a kid. Nobody would ever mistake me for a 15-year-old. Her 15-year-old.
Police got the wrong daughter.
Okay, we couldn't find it.
Charlotte.
She didn't even know she had a dad.
We are going to free him. Hey, Jimmy, I'm your friend.
Jimmy!
I see I have your attention. We face a threat big enough to wipe us off the earth, and still we bicker about a mask or a uniform. My best friend is lying upstairs right now. She would have given her life for this country, and I could hardly look her in the eye. America was founded on the notion that a person should be free to follow his or her destiny. But we can't do that if we're living in fear of our own government. We need to reclaim this country for free men and women everywhere.
What about your government friends?
That's a fair question. Superman's right. The persecution and paranoia have to stop. From here on, we work together as free Americans.
As you may have heard, this season on the main stage, we will be mounting The Winter's Tale. And, as is tradition, acting interns will be assigned roles in the ensemble, with the exception of one sacrificial lamb.
Is he drunk?
Ladies. Who will be cast in a leading role and have the great good fortune of working very closely with me, Margaret. Auditions begin tomorrow at 9 a.m. By my troth, an hour I know not well. I would like everyone to prepare a monologue or a scene from the play.
Oh, God, I could vomit. I'm so nervous.
Something...
Are you kidding? You're going to be fine.
Our fertilizer is nothing short of miraculous. May I tug on your carrot?
Oh, yeah, you go right ahead.
Well, you see that? That's undersized. I can guarantee we can increase the size of your carrot.
Really?
How would you like to add an additional 3 inches?
3 inches to my carrot? Ooh, boy, I'd like that.
We all would, son. Born and bred on Milagro.
Super.
Size does matter.
Hey?
Who do you think's out there buying all them groceries?
Huh?
Women.
Oh.
Feel free to touch it.
Oh.
Hold it if you like.
Oh. Ooh.
Feel that, girl?
Oh, gosh, yes. It is. It's got quite a girth.
Disgusting.
Well, that's some carrot you got there, feller.
Sit right back in there now. Careful, careful.
Boy, it fits in there pretty good.
Yeah, like a glove.
Like a glove, yes, sir.
That was a big carrot.
Lee, no one is making you do this.
Mr. Foster, I want no trouble for Ben. I must tell Consul Zhang I make decisions, not
It's all
Ben.
very well, but the consulate is Chinese territory for all intents and purposes.
I explained that to him already, Charles.
Please have a seat.
Well. Right.
I don't know how you could be so foolish.
Hi there. I'm Lee's attorney.
The whole thing is ridiculous, and you should know better.
No idea Lee was going to bring a lawyer.
Let's try to keep things positive, shall we?
I couldn't agree more.
Thank you for coming. So many of you.
Consul, how are you? I'm Charles
I know
Foster.
who you are, Mr. Foster. Pleased to meet you. My staff tell me you are a member of the U.S.-China Friendship Association.
Yes, I am. I was in China 18 months ago, as a matter of fact.
Vice Consul Lan is happy to discuss legal matters if you would be so kind as to go with him. Mr. Stevenson, perhaps you could accompany them.
Yes, I'd be happy to.
I'll be right back, Lee.
They're members of the press outside. You're a lawyer. Yes. Will you make them go away, please?
Consul, not even the President of the United States can make the press go away.
Did you call them, Mr. Foster?
No. I suspect they want to know what's happened to Lee. My advice to you is they don't have to know. What's happened can be our secret. But if you continue to hold Lee here, you're going to put our secret on the front page of every newspaper in the world. I'd like to use your phone again, please. Phone?
Mark Gibson, China desk officer.
Yes, this is Charles Foster. There's been an incident at the Chinese consulate in Houston. I want you to alert the ambassador in Peking immediately.
Mr. Foster, there's no need to make any more calls. Please hang up the phone.
Where's Lee? I want to see him.
May I have your attention, please? I'm pleased to inform you that Li Chenxing has decided to return home to China. You may all leave now.
If you don't mind, I'd like to hear that from Lee.
Yeah, he's just saying that.
If you do not leave voluntarily, you'll all be removed.
Oh, yeah? Just try.
We are not leaving until we see Lee.
Mr. Stevenson, But you assure me you are not at fault.
And I'm not. And I'm not saying I don't want Lee to go back. I'm just saying, let me see him.
Oh. Houston Chronicle, Mr. Foster. Is Lee Schwinson being held inside the consulate?
I'm not making any statements at this time.
Are you his attorney?
Thank you.
Did they get along? Because I can change it if they're...
Diane, I want a divorce.
It's great timing, Mark. Thanks.
Zoe's at Columbia, and Jake's not far behind. There's no reason to continue like this.
Oh, you're an asshole.
I'm not going to fight about this. I can't fight you anymore.
It cuts like a knife. I'll think about you all my life. The devil's got my secret. He swore he'd never tell. I left it for safekeeping. I'll pick it up in hell. I will pick it up in should I choose the one way my life goes on? My world's not broken, my home's not gone. Oh, but should I choose the other, so sweet and wrong? No,
Great job, Jake. You are a very talented filmmaker. Keep up the good work.
Grandma, totally inspired. Look at this.
Wasn't it beautiful?
Oh.
Very poetic. I had no idea your vacation was so eventful.
Well, I gotta go. Can't leave the chickens alone too long. Inspired.
Bye, Grandma. See you next weekend.
All right.
Good job, kiddo.
Thanks for coming, Dad.
No, merely an optimist.
Picture.
This was taken 6 weeks ago. Looks more like him.
Okay, update the flyers.
Did you find something for the bloodhounds?
Yes. Henry's socks and the dirty laundry. Is going to be enough?
Yeah, that should be fine.
Unless we talk to Tripp, her accusation's the only version we have.
I told you, talk to my lawyer.
Look, Ambassador, you trust your son?
Mm-hmm.
Let us talk to him before the DA digs in.
I think you should leave.
Kathleen, please. You got 5 minutes with us in the room.
Okay.
And it's off the record.
Deal.
You know how I feel about two-wheeled motorized vehicles. They're too dangerous. We'll donate it to the church.
You know how much I want a scooter. Come on.
You heard your mother. We're donating it to the church. Of course, we need to make sure it's in good working order before we do that.
Not without a helmet.
Are we gonna let her do this to us?
Absolutely not. If we win that raffle, we're keeping it.
Orson, I said be careful. Look at me. Orson, just 5 more minutes.
I'm okay. I'm fine.
Oh, dear God.
Car's here, dear. Lovely to see you, Mrs. McKeever.
must old ladies always do that?
No, but you've got to stop roughing them up.
Take Benjamin to the park.
Actually, I thought I might take him to the museum. You know how much Benjamin loves Matisse.
Benjamin doesn't love Matisse, he loves purple. Please stop trying to turn our son into an intellectual.
He's here, he's queer, and we're used to it.
You know what else you two have in common? A love of boots. Andrew has some beautiful boots.
Oh, I can only imagine the fun you two would have in a boot shop.
Trade me.
He's got a mesh tank top that would bring your ex to tears.
Tempting as that sounds, you know, I'm just not ready to date.
If you want, we could... Oh my God, you're naked. In my kitchen, where I eat. Okay, I don't hear you leaving.
I had to do something.
Pajamas! That's something you could do.
Oh, I think I know what's going on. Somebody had a naughty dream.
Susan, I'm blushing.
No, I did not have a sex dream.
Susan, it's perfectly understandable. Mike's away, you're feeling a little lonely. Naturally, you'd project those feelings onto the nearest available sex machine.
You are such a scamp.
I didn't mean to do it.
Oh, really? You just happened to stumble naked into my front yard.
I didn't mean it, Mike.
Mike, wait. Are you sleepwalking? Orson. Hello.
Ow! Susan! Did you just hit me? Oh, dear God.
Orson, you're staying at my house. Here you go.
Are you insane driving in this condition?
No, I didn't. I arrived sober, and I drank while I waited. I am a law-abiding man. I think it's a law-based drama with strong character development.
I like to call it a dramedy, and I don't know if that's strictly true, and I don't even know if anyone knows what a dramedy is, but I
Right.
just like the term dramedy. It's just like a drama / comedy.
Right, but the comedy's not. It's sort of. It's. I don't know. It's smart comedy. You know. It's
Like British
yeah.
comedy.
Not that I'm looking, but. Oh, it'd be nice to be young again. Honey, you ready? I'm starving. I know, we're almost there. It's like a horse.
How you doing? Your beer, all right? Yeah, I'm good. I might take a look around.
Yeah, walk around. Make yourself at home.
This is just ours.
No, we let them use it.
They're getting divorced.
Oh, so another party. You guys should go for a swim. Go for a night swim. Yeah.
Keep your clothes on.
Oh, come on.
Should we take our clothes off?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, I think that's what they want. Hey, kitties.
One more beer for that.
Here we come. Here comes your parents.
Barney, there you are. I want you to meet an old friend of mine from Exeter, George Van Smoot.
But you can and should call me the captain. The captain?
Marshall and Barney here are the future of Goliath National Bank.
Well, ahoy.
Ahoy.
The captain.
So, Captain, how'd you get that name anyway?
Gave it to myself. A real man chooses his own name. Honey, I may cut out early. I'd like to go check up on the boat.
The boat? There's a boat. You must tell me about this boat, Captain.
Well, she's an 85-foot sloop.
She?
Do you like boats? Does the sea call to you like it calls to me?
Yes, the sea is all like, Ted, come hang out.
I like Galactic President Superstar McAwesome Bill. You're coming on the boat sometime. Stepping off. Sir, your turn. I just sang 3 songs. Now you do your part from Guys and Dolls.
Take your seats, everyone. The show's about to start.
Douche. Boys, great to see you. Looking smart. Have a wonderful time tonight, okay? Okay. Vast the sea, deep, endless. No one around for miles. You could scream and not a soul would hear you. And down it goes. Now it's at 50 meters, complete, crushing blackness. 100 meters. The pressure is so intense the keys are popping right out of its head. Head. 200 meters. No one will ever find its mangled remains, save for the crustacea that feed off its lifeless husk. Can you hear me now? No, because you're on the bottom of the sea, blissful as Arcadian shepherds. I was Poseidon, she my Amphitrite. I dare say Scylla and Charybdis could not have torn us asunder. We had great big boners for each other. I begged her not to leave. We made love that night. It's damn good bread. No man likes to be betrayed, especially by a friend. You can imagine then how painful it was when I learned that the name of my betrayer is Ted. When I tell you who it is, you're gonna... It's my doorman. That son of a bitch.
Oh, Zoe is sleeping with the doorman?
He always winks and tips his hat when he sees her. I know how these things work. He holds her package, and pretty soon she's holding his. Ted, this is the captain. Please call me back at your earliest convenience. She sounds pissed. Hey, if you like art, you should see the painting I just acquired. It's in my apartment just upstairs. It's gonna blow you away.
And value as an investment. That's why I think she's gonna love this elephant painting. I think this artist is going places. Well, I should go. Captain,
Finally, we're alone. Ahoy.
Hi, Captain, it's Robin. Ahoy. Look, I have to be upfront with you. I'm engaged.
Engaged? I thought you were married to Marshall. This is Robin, right? The red-headed kindergarten teacher who wore the gray dress and the blue shoes to that art show?
Can you please hold a moment?
Dropping anchor.
Captain, you wanted to see me? Captain, hello? Permission to come aboard?
Granted. Ahoy.
Hello, Captain.
Lily, I hope you're not calling to harpoon our big move to Rome.
Thank you, but I can't ask my husband to abandon his career.
Would you like me to try and convince him? I'm very persuasive.
I'm sorry, the ship has sailed.
What's that mean?
Well, you know, the ship has sailed, that it's over and there's nothing you can do.
What a peculiar expression. Well, thanks for all your hard work, Lily. I've never been good at goodbyes, so... My gallant housekeeping crew, good morning.
Sir, good morning.
I hope you are quite well.
Quite well. And you, sir?
I am in reasonable health and happy to meet you all once. Oh, bother it.
I warn you, Captain. I've pretended to have a duel with actual swords twice.
I warn you, Marshal. I was on the Olympic fencing team. Won 3 gold medals. Hide it in a boat.
A boat? What? How would that even...
I don't know. I like boats.
Winter, how's the backhand?
She's protected again. You've lost your chance.
Protected by tapes. I have to admit that was a surprise. You know it's going to blow up in your face.
Appreciate the urgency, Agent Farrell.
I appreciate the lift, Dr. Skouras. Director Lofton said there's a kid, Bo Adams. She's a national defense priority.
Glad to hear they feel that way. They should.
Bo's one of a kind. She's exponentially stronger than anyone else here. She has been since she was a toddler.
Right, but what I'm having a hard time figuring out is how this little girl got away in the first place.
I told you. That man, Milton Winter, took her.
And Milton Winter was CIA field agent psychologist?
You ran the program prior to Dr. Boyle here.
And why would he want to kidnap Bo?
My opinion, he thinks he's protecting her.
From what?
He believes, wrongly, that the program was inflicting emotional trauma on the girl.
Was it?
Absolutely not. The girl was well cared for.
And how about these others?
All once members of the program.
And all of whom broke ranks.
Are you implying something, Agent Farrell?
No, I'm not implying. I'm just processing how to solve this case.
Yes. I'm afraid we don't share the same agenda.
How's that?
I don't care about William Tate. Only Bo. And I intend to use every resource at my command to recover her.
Diane, you haven't changed your hair, and I've seen that beautiful dress before, but I must say you look sensational today. No, I'm not trying to buy time. It's Thursday, and you have changed something in this room, and this time you've done very well. Very well. But I'm going to tell you exactly what it is in a moment. You have changed. Got it. Diane, you've moved that clock 12 inches to the left. Ah, yes, another triumph for the dashing Agent Cooper. And now, Diane, you must clean the coffee cups, get fresh ground coffee from Sally, and make a damn great pot of coffee.
So I could ask you to lunch?
I only said that as an example. Is this case about me?
Elsbeth, your client plagiarized our software from another company.
They did not. And even if they did, they sell farting apps. They sell jumping grasshopper apps.
And encryption software.
Why is the federal government suddenly so interested in protecting the code of a grasshopper app?
Because the code was plagiarized from a defense contractor.
You're making that up.
I'm not.
Well, you're still going to lose. Alicia Florrick is on my side. You expected to divide and conquer us, but it's going to be hard to do with both of us battling you.
Elsbeth, what are you doing?
I am marshaling my forces.
The way you're walking, what is that? You're scared of sidewalk grates.
No, what?
Yes, the way you're walking, you're avoiding the grates.
No.
Oh my God, you're so adorable. Come here, walk with me.
No, I'm fine.
Come on.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop that.
These things can support 10,000 pounds. I could be carrying a Humvee and I would still... Oh!
That was mean.
What do you smell like? It's beautiful.
Baby lotion?
Baby lotion. I'm wearing Old Spice. Have lunch with me.
No. I have to go. This case is wrong, and you need to stop it.
What project are you working on now?
Mom? What's wrong?
It's your father.
Dad, what happened?
I want you to come home.
Yeah, I can come home, sure.
I mean for good, Jeffrey.
No. No, I can't. Well, I know he's sick, but I can't come home for good.
Jeffrey, honey, your father's condition is very serious. It's gonna cost so much money. There won't be enough money to keep you in school. That's why I'm telling you now, so that you can get your things together and check out of school or whatever you have to do, so you don't have to make another trip back. Good night, honey.
Thanks, you guys, for coming out. Missing your class?
Yeah, man. Take it easy.
Okay. Okay. Good luck.
Take care of yourself.
Do well in school.
Jeff.
Yeah.
But modified and lethal.
And the HVAC room controls the ship's ventilation.
Ah, so that's what this little mutiny's all about. Gas them all, see what shakes loose.
Not if I get to her first.
Oh, no. Not you, Phil. This is a family matter. My wife, my responsibility. You just find those crystals and leave her to me.
You brought them.
All right, everybody.
What you been up to?
You came back here with them?
I know what you're thinking. I've been thinking some thoughts of my own, like maybe we both kind of lost our heads.
Get out of the way, Cal.
No, you need to stop this. This isn't about us or them. This is about our daughter. Think of what you were doing to Daisy.
I'm trying to protect her from the cruelty of this world. Like you swore to.
I know. I failed you. I failed you both. But we can turn this around. It is not too late.
For you, it is.
Where's Daisy?
What did you do? Where's Daisy?
Here we go. All right, open.
This looks new.
Think it's safe?
What is it?
Okay, caution. There is a dangerous smell, people. Hold on, what is that?
This is disgust. She basically keeps Riley from being poisoned, physically and socially.
That is not brightly colored or shaped like a dinosaur. Hold on, guys. It's broccoli! Yes! Well, I just saved our lives.
Right after you eat this!
Right. Here comes an airplane.
Oh, airplane. We got an airplane, everybody.
Said it would be here yesterday.
I know that's what I said. That's what they told me.
They're stressed out. They're stressed out. What are we gonna do?
What is their problem?
I've got a great idea! Did you even read the contract?
Anderson makes her move. She's closing in.
Hey. Oh, no, you're
She's
not.
lining up for the shot.
Coming behind you. Watch out.
And she
Watch out.
scored! Yeah!
Grandma. Ha, Grandma. Uh-oh, she put her hair up. We're in for it.
Hey, what she
Sorry. Hold on. Hello?
Wait.
You're kidding. Stall for me. I'll be right there. The investor's supposed to show up on Thursday, not today. I gotta go.
It's okay. We get it.
You're the best. Thanks, hon. See you, sweetie. Riley, I do not like this new attitude. Young lady. Knock on the door. Hey. So, things got a little out of hand downstairs. You want to talk about it? Come on. Where's my happy girl? Monkey? Monkey? Last bus leaving Gravity Falls. All aboard.
Guess we said goodbye to everyone except Waddles. I don't know how to explain this, but Mom and Dad won't let me bring a pig home to California, so you have to stay here.
You know what? Forget it! I lived with this pig all summer. Now your parents are gonna have to. Hey, bus guy! This pig is coming with the kids!
Now, hold on a second. Bringing animals aboard a moving vehicle is strictly prohibited by... welcome aboard. You can sit in the front row, pig.
Kids, you knuckleheads were nothing but a nuisance, and I'm glad to be rid of you.
Du hast verstanden.
I understand.
You are far away.
Darius said something about you being worried about tomorrow or the day after.
No, I'm not worried, Ray. About anything.
Well, that's good.
For a while, day after tomorrow, I'll need to be on my own. That might be a good time for you to learn how to mind your own business.
Es ist future. Wow. Es ist past.
Hallo, in guest Cooper. You can go out now.
You mean Jade has to give you 2 rides?
Jade, give 2 rides.
This is Truman.
Harry, it's Coop. Federal Bureau of Investigation Special Agent Dale Cooper.
This is Frank Truman, Harry's brother. Where are you?
We're just entering Twin Peaks city limits. Is the coffee on?
What was that?
Hiking spots.
Actually, that Fred. We've got a real PR problem right now. People are just not liking the cops in this city at all. It started with this event that they disrupted.
Oh, yeah. The best PDX hiking spots.
No, this, Fred, the big one. So we need to consider a kinder, gentler police force, I think.
Yeah, because that looks... as soon as you see a cop car...
You get scared.
Right.
And you want to run.
Seems like we need to kind of rebrand the Portland police force.
Even just to change cops, like cops with a K.
You could do like Keystone Cops.
What's that? Yeah.
That was like the comedy team from the, the silent era of films. When things would spill on them.
Oh,
like,
that's very funny.
A lot of hat switching.
They all try to get inside a phone booth.
Yeah.
Or like a lot of knocking, and like, that kind of thing.
Sam? We're thinking maybe Keystone Cops. Do you know Keystone Cops?
Yeah.
He loves it.
There is something about just the way they look that we could change. I mean, what if we just redesign the uniforms?
That's a good idea.
Is that a hassle?
Change the uniforms.
There you go. That's a great idea. I like this idea.
Yeah.
Sam, we're going to redesign the cop uniforms. That's it. It's fantastic.
Nice
guys.
decision-making.
Wonderful. Wonderful help.
Who's designing it?
Well, you guys are.
I would do that.
I would totally do that.
Keep working. I'm going to talk to the police chief, Lester. He's going to love this.
Great. Man, that looks cool.
I like shoulder pads.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
So, you see, I have two separate strings. What when I put them together like this and pull? Oh, darn it.
Hey, Mr. Mayor?
Hey, do you have a minute?
Yeah, come in. I have a pretty good idea what you're going through. I mean, we both had friends turn against us. The thing I realized...
If you're gonna say you realized they weren't your real friends, please don't.
Well, that is what I realized. You two were very close.
What's the deal with all those cushions on your couch?
I'm sorry?
All those cushions on your designer sofa. And how do you even sit on it with that many cushions? It's kind of ridiculous if you ask me.
How is it you know so much about my couch when you've refused every invitation to come to my home?
Deanne showed me pictures.
Oh,
Not that I cared.
no.
Talk about gay.
What?
What?
Couches aren't gay, Frankie.
Okay, whatever. It's just a word.
Yeah, and it means homosexual, not whatever vague meaning people pretend to give it just to pass off their homophobia.
My God, you should write a book.
You should read a book. Like the one I gave you, for instance.
Yeah, it was boring.
Frankie, your whole attitude is getting boring.
Okay, fine.
Frankie.
I didn't ask to sit out here.
Frankie, come on, man. Frankie.
What? Whatever.
I like that they send you to represent the big boys.
Boys?
You headed someplace nice this long weekend?
We don't have to talk.
I'm headed to Australia. Not a moment too soon.
You're planning a weekend trip to Australia.
Well, I guess I don't have to spend just the weekend anymore, do I?
You weren't planning to be here.
Our youngest is dating a wreath specialist. Wants us to meet him. I think it'll be nice. You believe in family, don't you, Myra? You should go somewhere nice with yours.
I was supposed to be here in case negotiations. You know, the Players Association could sue your ass.
Or?
You weren't negotiating in good faith.
Neither were you. Sofia Moretti, 1973.
When they married, 25 when she died, leaving Edison with 3 young children and a lot on his mind. This, you might think, is where Tesla's look turns. He finds investors and sets up the Tesla Lighting Company.
I understand your mother is not very impressed with me.
Edison met his second wife, Mina Miller, in 1885.
My mother regards our earthly existence as insignificant.
Her father had made a fortune by inventing a popular lawnmower, the Buckeye Reaper, the youngest of 7 children.
My name's Ethan Hawke, and we're here on behalf of Tesla. This is the ABCs of Tesla. Kyle, A.
Better say Anne Morgan.
Oh, yeah, this is for Anne Morgan.
Which is Eve's character.
Eve's character, exactly right.
B, that was good. I'm moving on. I want you to get off. Jim, B.
B is for brain, which Tesla had a great brain.
Yeah.
Sure did.
C is for Colorado, where Tesla went.
A lot of his major inventions, pushing wireless energy to the brink. D is for what, guys? What is D for? Why did I get D? It's a very interesting question. I said ABCs of Tesla. No D.
People thought there's a lot of misconceptions on what makes a creative person possibly difficult when it could be difficult
D
or
is
it
for
could be
difficult.
or different.
Jim saves the day.
Different
There
thinking.
you go. Saved the
Kyle? E.
E.
Think of something.
E
Think of something. Think of something.
Let me think. I'm getting something to me. Kreskin is coming to me.
Think of something.
I played Thomas Edison in the movie.
Holy hell! F.
F.
Frank.
Is for
Fire.
fire.
The fire.
The fire that happened.
Very good,
that
very
was
good.
bad.
G.
G is for George Westinghouse.
George
Yes.
Westinghouse, who helped
Ah.
finance and also ripped off Tesla.
H is for Hemingway, who has nothing to do with this production.
But a really nice guy, from what I understand.
Yeah.
I is for intrepid. These are intrepid explorers.
Yeah, explorers of the mind. Jay, we got to go fast. I didn't know.
J is a common letter in like Serbo-Croatian culture, where Nikola Tesla.
Oh, that's
is,
so true.
is-
Really well
is
done.
Serbian,
Yeah,
but
thank
he's
you.
Croatian.
Thank you.
A is for
Kyle was in the movie.
Kyle was in the movie.
Yeah.
K
Hey, let's
is
just say
also-
something nice about Kyle.
Fine.
Anybody? All right, let's move on.
Moving on.
Yeah, L is for
Loser.
right. Kyle. Yeah. Anyway, go on.
You held it out.
M.
M is for
Don't say it.
Morgan
Yeah.
and Morgan, and also
one of the
James
great
Morgan,
donors
who
of the
is
Tesla-
Like, he was like a great wealthy man of his time, and we live in that same period where there is these wealthy people.
Yeah, understood. I'm moving on. Okay, yeah. It's not. It's supposed to be funny. Nicola Tesla!
Very good.
20 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
P is for power. AC/DC.
Very good.
Q is for queer, which some people think Tesla was a leader.
Or Quentin
in that
Tarantino, who
movement.
had nothing to do with this movie.
R is for rain.
S is for okay. I wish we thought something else. Yeah.
T is for Tesla is the father of technology.
Test
There you
tube.
go. Very good.
Uranium.
Uranium. V is for Victor somebody. Who may or may not have been in the film. All right.
Westinghouse.
George Westinghouse.
Hey!
X-ray.
X is for X-ray.
Which I
Yeah.
developed because of
Why
we don't know.
Z is for zebra.
Zebra.
One of his favorite animals.
There you go.
That's true, actually.
Thank God we had Gaffigan on our team.
You can't. Yeah, that was epic.
Dr. Lewis, good luck with your chief of staff interview.
Thank you. Mine's at 10.
Oh, mine's at 11. Save the best for last.
Well, good luck following me.
I'm not worried about following a man who can't handle even a single percentage of fat in his yogurt. Personally, I'm a 2% man, not a 0% boy.
I thought they were out, but they have one more full fat left on the shelf. Oh, and it's blueberry, antioxidant, nothing better.
Oh, look, here's pomegranate. That's a superfood. Beats all other foods.
Guys, they only give me 20 minutes to eat.
You started it.
I know, I saw. Yeah, you guys are just destined to keep competing for things, huh? This job, Carol.
As we discussed, Dennis, I am not interested in Dr. Kenny.
Just admit you have a schoolboy crush on Carol.
I do not have a schoolboy crush. I have an adult male enemy.
Three, two, 1. Ta-da. Do we know what these are?
Diapers.
There's plenty here as well. How's his energy been during the day?
He's awake.
How's his... So we're still having nightmares, are we? Fonz, could I have your attention for a moment?
Oh.
You know who I am?
Jay Gover. Who said this fucking guy?
I did.
I'm your doctor.
It's so embarrassing.
It's wonderful. My husband. I wish my missus would say the same thing.
Well, keep on wishing.
Oh, this is a good one. Cowboys. It's no wonder you've become so popular. America's new sweethearts. Just like Eleanor and me.
So, Your Highness, what are your thoughts on the chances of war breaking out in Europe?
Well, I'm not sure.
Oh, here you are.
It seems
Hitler does not want to wage war on the West, and well, as for Poland, it's a different matter.
Do you think an invasion is imminent?
Eleanor, please. Give the man a break. They're two on holiday.
Excuse me. I must go see what's cooking in the kitchen.
Oh, I hope it's food.
Besides, I have heard Franklin's jokes a couple of times before.
Oh. Poor Eleanor. Brilliant mind. Capable of anything. Except relaxing.
Grandpa, we lost our ball.
Oh, well, fetch it.
It's in the pool.
Oh. Jones?
I'll get it.
Oh, very kind.
I'll have a little swim.
I need one for the car.
Two for the bedroom.
Like his and hers.
What kind of firearms are you looking for?
I don't know. I don't know anything about guns.
We need something that will stop a hitman in his tracks.
Okay.
You know, Churchill once said, there are only 3 traditions in the Royal Navy. We've already covered 2 of them. Now all we need is some rum. Or we could just revisit tradition number 2 again.
Captain! In our bed?
Permission to explain myself.
Denied!
Whoa, whoa.
Mr. Haran.
Well, wonderful to finally meet you, Mr. Locke.
Please call me Ralph.
I'm sorry, I don't shake hands.
Since the pandemic?
Since touchscreens. Haven't had a cold in 20 years. Please.
There you have it. Some interesting music you were listening to.
Yes, gets the blood pumping and the pulse pounding.
Yes, that's why it sounds like a heart monitor.
I apologize, Ralph. I'm a little pressed for time. I teach a summer school class at Harvard.
Oh, please, no worries.
Retrato de mujer con el collar de rameño. Portrait of a woman with an ermine collar. In this case, Picasso's wife, Olga. He made several portraits of Olga, but when you emailed me about this one, I didn't really believe it existed. But it does. And I found the owner.
Well, is he willing to sell?
He's willing to entertain an offer.
What's his name?
Oh, he prefers to remain anonymous, but he lives in New York City, and I think I can get the Picasso here by Saturday, maybe even Friday.
Well, that is terrific.
There is also the question of credit, Mr. Locke. Most of the people I deal with I've known for years.
Lloyd's Bank of Canary Islands should be able to establish whatever credit you require.
It's like I've known you for years. Here is a simple boilerplate contract for my services.
Okay.
Oh, please.
Okay.
That one goes here.
Of course.
Of American criminal jurisprudence. More specifically, we deal with the admissibility of statements obtained from individual who is subjected to custodial police interrogation, and the necessity for procedures which assure that the individual is accorded his privilege under the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution. Miranda was taken in custody to a Phoenix police station. It was there that Miranda was identified by the complaining witness. The written confession was admitted into evidence over the objection of counsel. and Miranda was found guilty of kidnapping and rape. The Arizona court affirmed that Miranda did not specifically request counsel. Therefore, in the case of Miranda versus Arizona, we reverse.
I just need 1 minute. I just need 1 minute of your time. Larry, you're not gonna believe this.
Confession's out. Without it, the case, just he said, she said.
I'll testify to what he said.
No, you won't.
Hank! I'm President Dickie Pope. We've met 4 times.
I remember.
I remember too. Please sit down. If you want, I'm going to sit down. So, are you hungry? Would you like something to eat?
I'll see the menu.
Joke. Good. Hank, keep that sense of humor. It's going to come in handy. Hank, you are the only department head who has not submitted a list of faculty to cut.
In that way, I'm outstanding.
You are outstanding, Professor. You are an accomplished professor and a very well-regarded novelist. I have your book. It's not there.
Yeah, that's been happening. It's been disappearing from the shelves of private collections all around the country, only to...
Bilgar is our second best guide. Our best guide got eaten by a sandworm. Listen to him closely and do most of what he says.
The worms are attracted to the rhythmic pattern of Doom Beetle footsteps. Whatever you do, do not walk like a Doom Beetle. Oops! Even in this hostile environment, life thrives. For example, the veiny pus fungus.
Oh, look. Hello, friends.
That's the worst one of all! This final expanse is where our best guide was devoured.
So, what do we do?
Exactly what he did. I'll create a diversion by setting off a pounder.
Hey, you know, my grandfather was a pounder.
It simulates beetle footsteps to attract the worms. Go! Run! Don't worry about me. Our best guide taught me everything he
Hey, I guess that makes me a quarter pounder.
Finally, a magnificent piece from Tanu. The perfect addition to my Outer Rim collection.
He's stealing the sculpture!
Mr. Draven, sir! The younglings!
Go, now! Come on, come on!
Get to our speeders!
I will not be stopped by children!
We gotta unhook the sculpture from the speeder!
God.
My little sugar bomb.
She looked just like your mother.
I wish she was here.
Me too.
Were you scared when you married Mom?
Me? Terrified. Well, I'd never step foot outside Vault 31.
When did it go away?
The moment I met your mother. From that moment on, Vault 31 was a distant memory to me.
Overseer, it's time.
Am I too old to be here?
What?
Am I too old to be here?
No, of course not.
Does it look weird that I'm here?
No, not at all.
Am I hotter than these little bitches?
Yes, you look amazing.
You think you just fell out of a coconut tree? You exist in the context of all in which you live and what came before you.
You're the murderer! I knew it! I knew it! You're such a bitch! You're such a fucking bitch!
I'm Kyle MacLachlan. Of course
Well, hello there. It's been a long, long time. How am I doing? Oh, I guess that I'm doing fine.
I don't know, I guess I've always had a thing for piñatas.
So I remember when we were driving in your car. Speed so fast, I felt like I was drunk. City lights day out before us, and your arm felt nice wrapped around my shoulder. And I had a feeling that I belonged.
Smell that? It's almost Valentine's Day. Hi, I'm Kyle MacLachlan, and I'm here playing my most challenging role to date as Cupid, son of Mercury and Venus. I want you to tell me what you love most about your significant other, best friend, or pet, and I will respond to a lucky few on my TikTok with some fun and foolproof Valentine's Day tips. Straight from my heart.
Coquette. I'm not pronouncing that. French for cute. Baby girl, self-explanatory. Girly pops. Is that a pop that's girly? Is it a girly pop? Is it something you drink? Maybe it's a girly pop. Sending me, sending you. There is nothing. An icon, the legend, the moment. I know who that is. That's Brad Pitt. LLL, laugh loud, love, lazy. It's giving, I don't know, just keep giving. Coded, yes, we're all coded. 4 + 4 = 8, ATE. Ate it up, destroyed it. Slayed, murdered, killed, that's what I mean with 8. Popping off, this is something that my brother does, and we are ostracizing him from the family. Unhinged, that describes me to a T.
Remember to walk without rhythm. Damn fine spot for a coffee break.
Melange. With grain and beans. Grind it up. Heat that pot. Just off boil. Stir it up. Now we wait 4 minutes. Time to plunge. Damn good coffee. And hot.
Hey, don't sleep on Varnamtown. Diane, 11:30 a.m., February 24th. Entering the town of Twin Peaks.